We are live. We are live. We are live. Welcome, everyone. Club Mission Podcast. Providence artist right there again. You guys loved him last week. Scene CJ. Star 67.
Straight up Magic Jordan vibe.
Right?
That's crazy.
Nice. Some shout to drugs too.
You're a bad person.
I'm a what?
Bad person.
Love me.
Send the thumbnail.
There we have it right there. That's Rhode Island artist right there. My boy Scene CJ. Shout out to my boy Ace for putting me on. But we're back again. Club Mission Podcast. I am Sound, the weekly host. Welcome again. Round of applause for another episode, another week. More recklessness, more information, more humor. A bit of everything here. It's a buffet of content over here at Club Ambition. Welcome also the co-host extraordinaire, Noel, in the building. You know what I'm saying? Got the Kurt Cobain shirt. When the Kurt Cobain shirt's on, shit gets crazy, let's say. Like, you know what I'm saying?
My cock gets hard.
Well, allegedly.
I got teenage fever. Wait,
Yeah.
what's it called?
Your
Teenage fever?
It's not teenage
your
fever.
chicken gets hard. Your chicken.
It's what's the song called that everyone plays?
Your cockfight gets hard. The
Okay,
chickens from
this
last
nigga's-
week.
This nigga's crazy.
We also got Marloon in the building, holding it down per usual. Producer extraordinaire, co-host extraordinaire. We got our boy Juan as well, making a special appearance, co-hosting as well today. Ready for the internet, Juan? You know what I'm saying?
Dead eyes.
Yeah, it's about to be crazy. But we appreciate you all again for another week. We got a lot of exclusive information. Look at this. If you're watching, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? We got paperwork today. You know what is what was it? Who has that song? Paperwork Party? Is it Babyface, right? Paperwork Party. Yeah. Paperwork Party is a paperwork party. We got paperwork. We got the Puff Daddy, P Diddy, PD, Love, paperwork, Sean Combs. We got that paperwork right here. Exclusively sent from a lawyer last week, you know, because the day that we recorded last week was right when the story broke, but the indictment wasn't released publicly. We have the indictment paperwork right here. We're going to make some highlights and break it down as well. We also have no one in actual hip-hop media, English media has covered this yet, but 6ix9ine. We have a 6ix9ine lawsuit situation. There is a jury trial demanded against 6ix9ine from Roc Nation artist now, Yailin La Más Viral. And this one is crazy. This one is longer. This is about 22 pages long of an indictment right here against Daniel Hernandez, you know what I'm saying, Snitch 9. And it's about to get crazy. There's a lot of things that need to be covered. I think this is a significant case, not just because of he's 6ix9ine. It's a lot of messed up things that this man is behind. And we got to cover it. And later on, I'll show them later on. They don't got to see that yet. You guys know the vibe. But, yeah, welcome again. Another episode of 154 episodes in. We are back again. Shout out to everyone that supported us last week at our first event, the Daily Ambition Volume 1. And shout out to the artists that participated. Shout out to Joe Thunderstorm, Why Try, Francis, Swifty, Mo Bangers. Very much appreciated their participation. Phenomenal artists representing Rhode Island, representing New England. And yeah, if you guys want more rap shows, you guys want more artist shows, support them. You know, it's a learning curve. I collaborated with Coogee, collaborated with J1. They had an event planned that day without announcing it, and we took the opportunity. You know, I wanted to curate something, and Coogee said, yo, we can do something this day. And good turnout, about 100 people for, you know, 3-week promotion with a Tuesday date. A lot of people couldn't make it, obviously, because of work. But I think it's a good turnout, you know, but it can be better. It could be better, and it's going to be better. There's going to be more events coming. If you guys want to support Rhode Island art, Rhode Island music, Rhode Island rap, you know, you guys don't do enough. You guys don't talk about local artists, blah, blah, blah. Well, we fucking do events, you know. Now, if we're going to do more, if we do these events, are you going to support them?
Are you going to show up?
Are you going to show up and stop just with the random comments online? And also, this is a word of advice for anyone out there. Do not leave comments down below where you're saying that you should have been on the lineup or your friend should have been on the lineup, etc. Don't come at the rap scene saying that why isn't there an R&B artist, because you're just going to be added to the list of people that won't be considered in the future because of your lack of genuine support. Why would you bring someone else down in order to put yourself up? Let's not do that. You know, the only way that the city's going to rise is through collaboration, you know, and let's collaborate. Let's be supportive. Constructive criticism is one thing, but just to diss each other, you know, this state is already small enough. The animosity is already big enough. Let's not add fuel to the fire. Let's not do that. You know, that's whack. That's corny. Let's not do that. But we appreciate everyone out there that supported. We was vibing. You know what I'm saying? Swifty went crazy. Nino went crazy. I think it was a dope show. The guys were there. You know, how do you guys feel about the little vibes in the building at Alchemy?
Nah, shit was dope. No one sounded the same, which is great. As performers, you know, we talked about it after. Everyone has something that the other one. It's kind of crazy. Like they all shine in different ways.
Yeah.
Some, like, you know, it's like, oh, if you had this, you'd be better at that. They all need their auto tune on their mic.
Yeah.
And that's something. That's just advice. That's not even hate. It's really just advice, because your songs are good. I just shouldn't hear it on your voice.
It's hard to transfer that live. You have to get it's like what Tyler Creator said. Like nowadays, these artists have done so much EQing to their voices and filters, where the music's amazing, but then to perform it live and sound identical to the record, it's like you make it more difficult for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But besides that, it was still a great event. Great turnout for what you said, you know. Tuesday, it was 3-week notice.
And it was a paid event. It was
Yeah.
$5, but it still was paid.
People still showed up. I saw a lot of different artists there. I agree with you. Like, I feel like a lot of niggas, when they say, you know, we don't support the city, you mean we don't support you.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people feel entitled to support, and I think that's corny. I think everyone on that list has put in work to some way, in some capacity, including Vic and the platform that he has. And like Vic said, just support. Like, stop being a fucking corny-ass nigga. Like, hating is corny because you're hating on work. You're hating on work ethic. You know, if you have faith in your craft and what you do, you're going to be there at some point, too. You just have to wait. Like, you have to be patient.
When the timing is right, it'll happen.
Yeah.
When the timing is right, it'll happen. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, listen, we appreciate you all regardless. But yeah, it's only the beginning. And shout out to everyone that doesn't even, you know, you're not from Rhode Island, you're watching from across the world. We got fans in South Africa, fans in New York, fans everywhere, right? That be tapping into the live stream, tapping into the podcast. But we make sure to give you a little insight of what's happening in our actual stomping grounds in this state, the small state in the country. We also have talented artists out here that, you know, we're going to try to highlight and implement organically more so on this platform. Happy birthday, Alicia. You know, we celebrated Alicia, our homegirl's birthday, over the weekend. We had fun at a boombox. You know what I'm saying? Had Marlon singing his heart out.
My boy was
at the
singing.
karaoke, going crazy.
Listen,
singing to that Lloyd.
Listen, to who?
Lloyd. You was singing to Lloyd. You know singing to Lloyd?
Who's that?
Stop.
Wait a minute.
I don't know that song. I didn't listen.
No, Marlon was singing a Big Shot.
Big Shot.
Mine's not hot.
Mine's not hot.
That shit was hard.
Nah, this nigga was singing some Bad Bunny like he was Dominican. It was
Oh
the
no,
scariest
yeah,
shit I've
Bad
seen in my
Bunny.
life.
That's my
Marlon
shit,
did that
bro.
Bad Bunny. That was
Bro, I knew that whole
crazy.
album,
Dude,
bro.
yo, you sound like a merengue artist, bro. That shit scared me, bro.
That was crazy.
I
That
feel like I could be
crazy.
a Spanish artist.
You
real talk.
could. You should make music,
Yo,
nigga. You did it
yo,
well.
Send me music, guys, and I'll just be the voice.
I'll just be the voice.
I want ghostwriters.
Nigga, we might have to tap this thing in with a writer.
Send Marlon a reggaeton beat pack.
Bro, when this nigga was
I
singing
feel
that
like I'll be a good
merengue,
at Spanish.
you sound like like a dad, like a Dominican dad,
listen.
bro.
I'm old, bro.
You can just be mysterious, bro. We get you like a mask or something to be mysterious. with
Yeah,
it.
bro. That shit could be hard, bro.
Bro.
Your voice like fluctuates well in Spanish.
In Spanish, nigga, I know, bro.
You could be,
I know,
you know,
bro.
you got Bad Bunny. You can be like, what? Fucking
Niggas
I need
dick-
Spanish ghostwriters.
Angry Tiger. Or
Bro,
something.
when he started singing in Spanish, his dick grew 7 inches for me.
For you.
For me.
For you.
For me. Your voice
That's a
got like
big-
deeper and
It's
like
a big gap.
It's like when Lil Uzi stands on his money. It's like when Lil Uzi stands on his money, you stand a couple feet taller, or stands on his wallet.
yeah,
Um,
it's just crazy.
yeah. Also, we're gonna keep it Rhode Island real quick, but also remember today we're gonna cover the P Diddy case. We're gonna cover that more in depth. We have exclusive information. We have Diddy literally predicting what was gonna happen 25 years ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
And resurfaced videos. We got Drake seemingly, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. If you look at the Big Short reference, he quotes The Big Short, a famous movie, and he posted on his Finsta, and it's in reference to right now the Diddy situation and the parties and the freak offs. And the timing of that post is directly has to be a Diddy response. But I already know the Kendrick stans are gonna be like, "Whoa, he didn't talk about his freak offs, etc." Or they might say, "Why would he even respond?" You know, Drake responding to the freak thing, this whole Diddy thing is gonna, you know,
Doesn't help him.
yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's a legal thing because Joe Budden, Charlamagne, everyone's coming out the woodwork saying that they're not friends with Diddy.
Even Usher.
Yeah,
is acknowledging
Usher.
it.
We're gonna talk about that all today. It's a lot to address. Andrew Schultz and Shits and Gigs, that whole YouTube beef. What's the Dirt? Basically retiring from YouTube for a moment right now after the whole controversy versus Company Man. Shout out to Company Man. Usher, the hacking. We have Future's mixtape or album, whatever the hell that is. Right. We have Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner, basically admitting that he knows the sizes of his
Oh, yeah.
players' penises.
Wait,
Pretty weird.
it was Jerry Jones who said? I thought it was the coach.
No, Jerry Jones, the owner of the
Was the
team,
owner?
with
Okay.
Jamie Foxx on live.
I saw that.
Crazy. That was crazy. Young Dolph. It was revealed today. His murder trial. We have
We're talking
more
about it.
evidence about the Young Dolph murder trial and the reason that he passed away. Drake has leaked. There's leaked text between Drake and a artist, former Instagram baddie, however you want to call her, Johnny Blaze. People know Johnny Blaze. She has revealed text between Drake, and Drake is basically saying that he's a slave to Live Nation. Druski and Rubi Rose. Ruby Rose basically disrespecting Druski, and she looks like a dumbass in my opinion. But we're gonna talk about that all. But for starters, Rhode Island news real quick. Right now, well, before we got here, right as we're stepping into the studio, there was still a bull loose in New England, right? For those who don't know, yesterday there was a rodeo at Emerald Square Mall in North Attleboro, and they had 8 bulls escape. They escaped the rodeo. This was in the middle of the day in Emerald Square Mall. And for a reference point, North Attleboro is basically like 2 minutes away from Pawtucket. Like it's literally the border of Rhode Island. So the bulls could have been anywhere, right? And they captured, I think by the end of the night, they had already 7 of them captured. And today, the entire day, there was still one on the loose, right? There was rumors of it being seen on Broad Street. They saw it smoking hookah at Mi Sueño.
You're stupid.
There was rumors of it getting a lineup on Manton. I don't know
Stop it,
why.
bro.
It was getting a lineup on Manton. The bull was getting
This
lined up on
barbershop,
Manton.
man.
There's some barbers on
Yeah,
Manton
the
getting them
barbershop
lined
at
up
the
liquor store.
next to the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? It was
For
seen
real?
getting
Oh,
like
shit, yeah,
a
you're right.
yeah. They saw it getting a Jamaican chicken patty in Cranston. I didn't even know Jamaicans made chicken patties.
You
I
know
didn't even know
the-
they had them in Cranston.
Man, bro, you know that bull from Family Guy that like became Peter's boyfriend? That's what this bull sounds like, nigga. Nigga getting lined up, eating
This bull,
food,
this bull is out here. You know what I'm saying?
taking niggas bitches.
Yeah, we were trying to interview the bull, but it was captured right now. The bull was just captured in North Attleboro. They captured the bull that was on the run. Let me read right here the report. It was captured today, Monday night. Yeah, the remaining bull was captured and loaded back onto the trailer around 8 p.m. today on Route 1, a short distance from the mall. They found the bull on Route 1. Yeah, they had these cowboys that were there seemed to suck. These might have been the worst cowboys in the world. It looked like something from like if you play Red Dead Redemption, but like on hard mode, and like you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's what it looked like. The difficulty set on a high. They don't know what the hell they were doing. They had lassos, they had whips. This is probably gonna be the last time we're gonna see a rodeo
That's crazy.
in New England.
At a mall?
100%.
Bro, listen, they're trying so hard to keep that fucking mall alive, bro.
Emerald Square Mall. This is crazy.
Bro, but to have a rodeo is crazy.
Last time I went to Emerald Square Mall, Eblin's was still open, and there were still raffles and sneakers.
They closed the Evelyn's over there?
Well, Eblin's doesn't
Eblin's
exist.
doesn't exist no
Eblin's-
more.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah, I
Snipes
forgot they
now.
went bankrupt and became Snipes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but the rodeo, bro, this bull, and people are obviously saying that the bulls, animals tend to obviously be one with nature, so they felt like they needed to escape. Like they don't want to be in this rodeo. They don't want to be mistreated, you know. So we had a lot of people, animal rights activists, in the comments as well. What do you guys think about this situation with the bulls? You know, is it wrong? Should we not have any more? You know, should we have a ban on rodeos in New England, Rhode Island, Massachusetts? Should this be the one and done last one? You know?
I mean, I was just thinking we should have just people that actually like know what they're doing with the bulls. If you think about it, because honestly, you look at the video, they all just look like they just panicked and just sat there. And just
It was crazy.
Bro, that
Yeah.
video that you sent and shit like that, there's like one chasing him with nothing, and then he just busts his ass and shit like that. And there's like a bunch of my cousins, you know what I'm saying? Y'all grew up with them motherfuckers. So like I was extremely surprised y'all
He was
motherfuckers
dead
didn't
ass.
know what you was doing and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just hear them fucking throwing out slurs and shit, nothing being done though, chasing them
Yeah.
around. I
I'm
don't know,
sorry
man.
for that.
Yeah.
My bad, bro. I didn't mean to come at you people.
Yo, come on. No, you good, bro. You good.
Nigga, my thing was, I'm at my boy's crib. I opened the phone. I mean, he opens his phone. He goes on IG. My nigga, one of the
He has a
bulls.
foldable?
No, nigga.
So how's he opening it?
He opened IG, the app, you jackass.
Mm.
So he opens IG, the app. You niggas need to stop, bro. You got a pocketbook in your fucking pants.
Hey, I'm buying it.
I bet. Bro, tell me why
nice
this
purchase.
nigga opens IG and he opens his boy's story. Nigga, the bull's crossing the street.
Oh my God.
Like, he's like a citizen, bro. Like, he really just crossed. Bro, I want you to understand something. If I see 5 bulls run out of the gate, I don't give a fuck what you pay me. I'm not chasing bulls, nigga. The fuck I look like, bro? You can die. Yo, that nigga just grazes your shit. You could die, nigga. No, bro. Get that shit away from me, bro. Them niggas was panicking because they're getting paid $10 an hour. And they have no idea what to do, bro. That's why they were panicking.
Yeah, the bulls. That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit we saw yesterday. That was crazy. Literally bullshit. I don't know, man. And then people were like, oh, I only see 6 in the video. But it's like, no, bro, there's 2 more that were just lost. They found them eventually. But in the video, you do see the 6 of them riding around and, you know.
Like a
this-
gang.
Like a gang. It's like a gang of bulls. Like they were really supporting each other.
Yeah.
There were a lot of
imag-
unity
now-
in those
now
bulls.
imagine if they
Like-
would have gone inside of Emerald Square Mall.
Oh, they would have
Oh,
fried
man.
that shit.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
That shit's already fried if you really think about
That's
it.
very true.
Ain't
Yeah,
no
man.
stores in there
That shit's
anymore.
cooked, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, so-
them niggas would have put it out of business.
Listen,
They got 1 floor now. Let's be real.
Yo, it's funny because he's not even lying. I went there the other day. I'm like, what happened to the stores?
You go to the
Man.
third. You got a 3rd floor. You only got like 3, like what, food options, and that's
I
it.
don't even think I would trust food from that.
I wouldn't
Not
either,
at
bro.
all.
I swear it's a containment center
Bro,
for
do you
mice.
see the birds
Like-
flying around in that food court?
And
Bro.
staying in Rhode Island, we also have a crazy situation, right? One of our former teachers, right? One of our former teachers from our actual, you know, middle school from Nathaniel Green. Remember him from
Yao.
Nathaniel Green?
Yao.
Y'all teacher.
Yao.
You know,
Yeah.
has been arrested because of child corn. Let's say corn because we're on live stream. Child corn charges and sexual assault charges as well. He goes by the name of Joseph Gano. He's 50 years old of Warwick. And he is the science teacher at Nathaniel Green for grades 7 through 12. And yeah, this man has been arrested Friday. He was arrested a couple of days ago Friday in response to allegations of criminal misconduct. And this was Providence Public Schools that reported this. And as of right now, it seems to be that he was waived his rights, his arraignment. He waived the reading of the facts of the case, and no plea was entered on either charge. The judge ordered the teacher to be held without bail and issued a no-contact order between him and the victim. He's back in court at the end of this month for a bail hearing. Now, this is very disgusting and very unfortunate. Very gross. Very gross. I was in a gifted program. He was in the regular general science teaching.
Bro, he was a gifted science teacher, bro.
But it says general science there on the website.
They probably moved him. That's probably why.
They probably what's it called, demoted him.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing him now when I see the photos. But I never remember having class with him because I had the
Mr. Koshio.
Miss Akosio, and I saw her recently too. I'm not gonna say what I said in the text because I don't want to put her business out there. But I saw her doing that. I'm like, maybe it's related to that. You never know because it was right here. You guys know we have plenty of those offices here. But this is horrible. This is horrible, right? 50 years old, fucking creep, and you're doing this with these children, and Lord knows how much more he has, because he's been teaching. If he was teaching when we were in school, he probably was teaching prior to that.
And Perry.
In Perry Middle School.
People were saying in the comments he's a Perry Middle School teacher.
Oh my God! So this is like a decade. It could be a decade plus of.
So
footage.
So was the CP of like actual students from here or like just CP in general?
Well, there's a victim specifically. I think the victim might just be for the SA, the sexual assault case. But the child pornography, we don't know if there's gonna be more details revealed now for this bail hearing. It could be that he has footage of Rhode Island students, or it could just be that he was caught with it on his laptop, and it might be from someone else.
Right.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering how he gets that in a science class.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like he put up a camera and tell them, "Yo, just take your shirts off."
Mm-hmm.
But this needs to be thoroughly investigated. This guy needs to be banned from any establishment.
I think he's still on payroll.
I hope that he's not on payroll.
Because I think he's union protected.
And that's the problem with this fucking with the Providence. So we have this man in Providence public schools, right, teaching our students, our children, right? And we're short staffed. They're underpaying teachers, but then they're paying this man, and he's doing this to students, sexually assaulting students and having child pornography. Like,
That's sick work.
this is disgusting, you know. And he has his purple hair, and God bless his heart, but
Yeah, this nigga Vic with the purple hair, bro. Bro, you know, if I had hair, I would have like
You wouldn't have
put it
purple
purple.
hair.
I would have blue hair.
No, you wouldn't.
I
No, you
would.
wouldn't.
No,
I'd have
you
dark
would
blue
not.
hair.
You are lying.
No, you would
I
not.
swear to
You
God.
never did it when you had hair.
You
Because my
only-
mom wouldn't let me. I wanted to troll niggas.
You would only do that if you was off your meds.
it
I
could
would
be,
get
your
blue
hair.
tips.
Your hair could be any color.
My ass.
But the job that he has on his hair is disgusting. That hair dye job is one of the worst hair dye jobs in my life. If I ever see someone with a hair dye job like that, you'd have to do a background check immediately.
Bro, he looks
They
like
should
he
not
got-
be allowed to teach students. Because I at least get the dye evenly done.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It looks like he just threw that shit on himself.
It is-
That shit looks gross.
Bro, he looked like he just came back from a Diddy party. Like he looks messy.
It looks cheap. It looks
Yeah.
very cheap.
Honestly, it just look like he got hair without having hair. If I'm being real, you see right through it.
Man,
Yeah.
so
my God.
God bless this guy. Let's hope and pray that this is not affecting more students and this is not a bigger case than it can be, because God forbid, man. I'm not even gonna say what, because we're on live stream, so we can't go too crazy on the guy. But yeah, God bless him. Also, right, last week we reported. For those who don't know, my son obviously is a part of Providence Public Schools, right? So when I go to pick up my son, they're saying that there's no internet in the schools, and there hasn't been internet ever since the school year started in Providence Public Schools for about like 2 or 3 weeks. And then now it was reported that there was an official cyber attack, right? And they had a ransom of about, what was it, $1 million?
Yeah, it was $1 million.
$1 million ransom, saying that they were going to expose the Providence Public School information to students and everything. This is crazy. Now I received today an email that they sent out to all the teachers saying that as of tomorrow, the internet is going to be back. Everything's going to be back, right? So I'm assuming
They paid the ransom.
that they paid the ransom, right?
Or
But
they
the
got back in the
superintendent at first was saying that it wasn't a cyber attack. Maybe he didn't know, or maybe they just didn't want to scare the teachers or
They
the
probably didn't want a
parents.
legal issue.
They don't want a legal issue. But
Oh, so was it a joke?
I know, right? I
What
don't,
the fuck? How you gonna play
if
that
they
shit
knew right
off?
away, they should have told people right away.
Remember when Classical's website got hacked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was some shit like that. Like niggas just trolling.
Yeah.
But this is crazy, right? Because it's like, you said, what's the school budget? You said
I think it's about like 400 million, something like that.
$400 million, and then we're getting this ransom of $1 million. I found that shit so random. I'm like, to start the year like this way, but it's like, it's possible. You informed me, and I did my research. This happens more than people realize.
Bro, I told you, bro. It's crazy.
This happens
Is
more
it
than
that
people realize.
is it that easy to
Hospitals-
make a milli?
No, because you can't negotiate with terrorists against the law. So I don't know how these people deal with it. Because with hospitals, Lifespan dealt with it recently. Remember, I think we reported on it.
Yeah.
Lifespan, they got hacked, but it was like the Lifespan like overview.
Yeah.
So it was like a bunch of different hospitals. It's happening with universities. Hey, bro, this is the new terrorist situation. Like, it's cyber hacking.
That's crazy, bro.
Because, like you said, Marlon, like, yo, these niggas paying for it, but it's like, you're going to pay every terrorist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you're a parent out there in Providence Public Schools, you guys definitely know what was going on. But I didn't want to inform the people because the Providence Public Schools themselves didn't report on the cyber attack shit. They didn't say that shit. We found that out ourselves through that tweet from that account that reports every cyber attack, and they posted that. But that was $1 million ransom, you know. And if it wasn't paid, you were at risk of your child's information, your personal information, everything be exposed online. Your address, your private contact, everything was going to be exposed online.
Majority of that stuff is already on the internet, bro.
I think it's the socials. I'm pretty sure they have their
That shit's
socials.
on the
Social
black
security
web.
numbers, etc. So,
Also, you want your kid's photo on the internet?
hell no.
That ends up in the black spaces,
You know,
in the dark markets.
Internet, if we think about
Hey.
it, these fucking kids nowadays have social media out the ass, so the photos are already there.
Mm-hmm.
No, you put my
yeah,
kids-
but it depends. There's a lot of parents
Yeah.
that don't show
their kids.
their kids to this
You're
day.
right.
Yeah.
What's that celebrity that always covers the child's face now? Oh, like Yailin's daughter. You've never seen her face yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
I think there's a couple.
people haven't seen
DDG,
Noel's
DDG
kids.
now they show DDG's.
Yeah,
They haven't seen yet, kids.
They haven't seen Noel's daughter. They might never see Noel's daughter.
I don't have a child.
He's like Drake.
Please don't put that on me.
I wasn't hiding the world from a kid. I was hiding the kid from my
Hiding
the kid
from the world.
I want you put it at me real quick. I want you to understand, son. I have a child that's coming. I'm gonna do one thing and one thing only.
Wait, you
Inject those seed. What are you talking about, bro? I'm getting rid of it. What are we talking about, bro? What are you talking about? I'm dead ass too.
with consent,
Oh wait, no consent.
if the mother approves.
Bro, I'm gonna be with a woman that will do the ejecto seed herself.
God bless. God bless.
God
You know-
bless.
You know, so in Rhode Island, it's legal. It's
It
one of
is.
the only states, and we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about that soon because there's another story pertaining to that went viral. But also remember we reported on a previously. I think about 15 people that were arrested at Kennedy Plaza. There was this big drug ring.
Mm-hmm.
But Providence police, again, over the weekend announced that they arrested again at Kennedy Plaza 22 people. That's right, 22 people in a drug ring arrest, an illegal drug ring, people with at least 22 people. The age ranges from 18 years old to 64 years old, right? They're facing charges including unlawful delivery of cocaine and conspiracy. All right, Brett Smiley has been working hard. His office, the mayor has been trying to, quote unquote, clean up the streets of Providence, especially in downtown. But according to police, 14 were previously charged with a felony or a violent crime, and 10 were probation violators. Yeah, this is crazy, right? When you see this photo in this lineup, it's almost like they're trying to make it. The Providence Police Department trying to make it as if it's an achievement for them. They got this poster up, and you see these 22 people arrested. That shit is crazy, and it goes to show you out there, they're watching you. They're watching you. The feds is out here, and they're not gonna stop. It's been getting crazier and crazier locally in Providence. These arrests and these reports. Can you give me water when you get the chance, Marlon? Holy shit. La garrapela, like my dad says, got me. Appreciate you. Throat dry. I think it's the feds. They're tapping in. They got my throat dry. But that shit was crazy when I saw that. And then the fact that you got 18-year-olds, you got teenagers involved in the situation now, that's just crazy. But, and listen, in my opinion, you shouldn't be 64 years old selling drugs. By any means, you got to get it, hustle, God bless you. But 64 and you're still selling drugs?
Clearly, you didn't work on your
Yeah,
401k.
at that point, you can just,
Clearly
colectar.
that.
¿Cómo se call? What's it called?
Colectar.
Colectar
Nah,
dinero,
nigga,
bro.
he didn't pay into that system at all, bro. He ain't getting shit.
Unemployment.
64 years old, bro. You should be on unemployment. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
You gotta pay into SSI.
If you're 64 and still selling drugs, yo, that's insane to me.
Bro.
You
That's
should have
insane.
been, half of that age, you should have been
Listen,
out.
listen to what I'm saying.
Let's be
I didn't know
real.
this until my mom
64
explained it
years
to me.
old, bro.
You need a certain amount of years paying into Social Security to qualify. And they could probably been selling drugs his whole life. I didn't know. I only knew that because my mom has a friend who came from DR, and she still had to hit the cutoff period, even though she was a retirement age.
That person must have not paid taxes their entire life
An entire life, bro.
and still haven't.
At 64, bro. But also, you're gonna expect an old ass nigga to sell you fat on some crazy shit.
Bro, 64 years old is insane, though.
Nigga just at the nursing home outside. You think he's a cute old man? That nigga got the heater under his belt.
Yeah, and the range of this, right? We got young black men. We have old white men. There's all types of people, all types of ages, all types of classes.
The whole rainbow coming together.
The whole rainbow. We got females arrested as well.
Committing crimes. I love it.
Females as well. This is yeah, they're calling it the Kennedy Plaza cleanup. The Kennedy Plaza cleanup. This is their operation, and they've done it again. They keep dozens of people keep getting arrested. So yeah, Kennedy Plaza. They're trying to make it the old school Kennedy Plaza. When you look at the old photos of Kennedy Plaza compared to now, that's just crazy. It's a complete 180. Also, update on this, right? We reported on this before. Remember the 7-year-old girl that was shot and killed, unfortunately, in Providence, Rhode Island, around my neighborhood. This girl, her father now, has been charged with child endangerment. The father is, right here, we have him, 27-year-old Nelson Pierce. Right, he's been charged with 2 counts of child endangerment and 1 count of driving on a suspended license. His daughter died earlier this month from wounds suffered in the shooting. Police said that she was in a car with her father and younger brother when her father got into an argument with 2 people. Right, we have now the full story reported by the police. They're saying that her father, Nelson, got into an argument with 2 other people, which resulted in gunfire. Right, the girl was not the intended target, according to the police. The 2 suspects were arrested the following day on assault charges, and they both were charged with first-degree murder. He's expected to be arraigned Thursday, but he already got arraigned. They held a news conference, etc. I'm trying to get the actual details right here, but we basically saw the gist of it, where it was like he basically got into an argument with them, reportedly like at a 7-Eleven or like something like that, right? The market. The 7-Eleven around Cranston.
It's right there, yeah.
And then chased the person or the people that he actually got into an argument with, and then allegedly tried to like crash them or like injure them. And then they retaliated back, and in that moment, his daughter was shot dead. One can assume, obviously, they might have not known the daughter was in the vehicle.
Regardless, though, you're bugging out like that with your child in the car.
Your daughter in that predicament. It's like, it's sick, man.
I wonder how this is going to work legally.
Say it again?
I wonder how this is going to work legally.
Yeah, how is this going to work? This is a weird case, right? Because on paper...
It sounds like self-defense.
Yeah, on paper, it sounds like self-defense, but then at the same time, it's like you have an innocent life, and it's a child.
But you're not the one who endangered the child.
Yeah, the father was the one that endangered the child. Bro. Yeah. This is crazy.
He might get hit with manslaughter. Because manslaughter is...
Because it's indirectly his fault.
Yeah.
Because he didn't pull the trigger, but...
He put there in the position. That's what manslaughter covers.
But he kind of initiated, though, because...
that's what he's saying.
Yeah, basically is what it is.
And that's what manslaughter would cover, is like unintended deaths by your decisions. So he didn't intend for the daughter to die, but by him putting her in that position with the high-speed chase.
And listen, this is a reminder to people out there, right? I'm a father. I'm a parent. And this is a reminder. Soon.
Never. Stop putting that. Not never.
9 months.
Not now.
9 months. 9 months. 9 months. 9 months.
Sorry.
12 months.
My wife,
right,
my future
months.
wife could be watching this, and you're scaring her away.
God bless you. Right.
I'm sorry.
Just jokes.
Isn't she pregnant right now with the second one?
No. Yo, if I had a wife pregnant, I promise you I'd be claiming it. I promise you.
But this man, this father, is a prime example of why not everybody should be a parent. You should never put your child in any type of predicament like this at all. It's uncalled for. You should always prioritize your child, especially if they're actually in your vehicle. You should keep them safe at all times. He should have de-escalated the situation, got the fuck out of there. But unfortunately, look at what has risen. And we'll say allegedly for now, because this might play out more in court. There might be more footage revealed from the 7-Eleven, from the houses. Supposedly there might have been ring cameras in that neighborhood. So we shall see what comes from this. But rest in peace to the 7-year-old girl who should have never even not just passed away. She never even should have been injured. She should never even been there. Should never even been there in this fucking situation. We have a viral story before we get into the pop culture news, the last Rhode Island topic of the day, which happens to do with pop culture as well. A lot of you online might have seen this story that has gone viral. This is a girl who was a prostitute, and she was one of the biggest stories on YouTube as far as interviews go with the famous soft white underbelly. She's been interviewed on there. She goes by the name, I have it here, I don't want to mispronounce her name, Asriaya Azariah Summer, and she basically is now in a predicament where she committed incest. She slept with her brother, but she didn't know it was her brother at the time. And now the brother and her are raising the child, but she moved to Rhode Island, right? What was the reason again from your gist, from you remember?
Because Rhode Island is one of the few states where you can legally have a child in incest.
Yeah.
Without there being any issues.
And this is a situation that people probably deal with more than we realize.
You
right?
said they're raising the child?
Yeah, they're raising the child
That's why
now.
she moved to Rhode Island.
You don't want to
so
raise
she-
the child with your sister?
First of all,
He about to torch me.
Talking to him like it's him.
Done for. You're done
Yo,
for.
I'm so
first of
done.
all,
I'm so done.
no incest happening.
Ain't
First
no
of all,
incest
right?
happening.
I'm
Nigga
not
looked
a-
at the
I'm not a
camera and said
horny-
that.
I'm not a horny nigga like that,
Yeah.
right?
Mm,
Second
course.
of all,
so you say.
if you were to do that, because I'm not putting myself in them shoes, if you were to do that shit, bro, you gonna stick around with your siblings to raise the child?
Be 100 too.
I'm about to yak.
Be
the idea of sleeping
100%.
Bro,
It's
if something like that were to
disgusting.
happen, I'm gonna raise the child by myself. I
Bro,
don't
it
want
was
my
by accident.
sibling.
It was by accident.
I don't want
kinda
my
be weird.
sibling to act like the other parent, bro.
Yeah, that would kind of be weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's weird,
It's like,
bro.
I'm your uncle
I'm
I'm
and
gonna
your
play the
dad.
clip for
Situation
context right here,
It's
guys.
like,
This is a
oh,
crazy
go
story.
to your daddy.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
That's my uncle.
You talking about your brother like
That's
that,
my
bro?
uncle dad.
That's nasty,
You
bro.
think they sleep in the same bed?
Bro, what?
Only
They're
you
working
would
on the
think about
second
it.
one.
Here's a clip for context, guys, for those who are watching. Oh, hold up.
I don't.
Oh no, they don't live together.
Ah, you see? Thank God.
Thank God.
Let me see. I'm trying to play from the top. Is it too deep? Let's go right here.
Thank you.
Wait, so she moved by herself to Rhode Island, is what she's saying.
So he's
I
healthy?
think so, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
very healthy.
No problems with having a brother as the father?
Yeah, no.
That's great.
It's crazy.
And where are you? So you're living now, you moved to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
For what reason?
Having the baby out there was legal.
They allow that
Yes.
in Rhode Island.
Yes.
That's
So
interesting.
we just took that big change, you know, to be safe.
Is that the only state in the country, you think?
Um,
I know you looked it up.
Rhode Island,
New Jersey?
New Jersey, and then I think Ohio just passed it.
So you can have kids with your brother
Yeah.
or sister. I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting. Does it have to be a half brother?
It's just you can't marry. Like you wouldn't be able to
But
get
you can
married.
have kids with your full brother or sister?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check on that law. So how old is Benjamin now?
He just turned a month yesterday.
He's a month.
Mm-hmm. So it's like up in the air where we're actually gonna stay. But for right now, I live in Rhode Island. Josh lives wherever he lives. I don't care to really, you know.
After this interview, she now they have a new interview where she's actually with the father of the child. But this is crazy. For those who didn't know, right? The small state in the country which we live in, Rhode Island. And shout out to everyone that's from Rhode Island that be tapping in.
Allows
It's
incest,
legal
apparently.
here in Rhode Island for you to have a baby with your sister or your brother in Rhode Island, this state. I didn't even know this until this
Ugh,
clip.
bro,
I never
that's-
knew that this was a thing legally
She
here.
wasn't tapped in
Chills.
with the
I wasn't tapped in with the incest laws.
incest laws.
Yeah, you know.
You wasn't with the incest crowd.
And it's a very tricky situation
Never.
because obviously, intentionally, hopefully no one wants to do that. That's disgusting. But if there is a predicament where you have it with a sibling that you didn't know, long lost siblings, a lot of people have 10 kids and then you have 10 or 9 siblings, and then you end up having a situation where this happens accidentally, let's say, right? As a woman, you have every right if you want to keep the child. Now, why would you want to maybe keep the child? I don't know, but maybe it's like it's a brother you just found out about. You know, it's like it's not like you have any emotional tie. And if you look at the guy, he doesn't even look like her. They look like different skin tones and everything. But Yeah, this is it's a very weird situation. And the baby, thank God, as of right now, obviously looks fine. It's a 1 month, probably older by now. But this is crazy.
There was a case, if I remember correctly, that they were like examining long lost siblings. There's actually a sexual attraction that exists.
With your siblings?
Yeah, if you have never met them, and you just meet them. I forgot what the case to do was. I think it was in Yale. I gotta find it, but I remember it's like coming back in my head now. There's like this, like there was like they did it with different people, and they found that people were more attracted to their siblings that they hadn't met.
It might be a sense of like a dopamine spike or something.
Yeah,
Because when people get happy,
Hey, man.
people get happy when the people are happy, they get horny.
They didn't know.
You never.
They
Oh, they
just
didn't even know.
naturally
Okay,
were
naturally.
attracted to their
Oh,
sibling.
that sounds like some fucking superhero shit then.
Yeah.
like it's like they knew.
That's nuts.
You never
But
heard.
it
of,
happens with dads too.
You
and
never
their
heard
daughters.
of them say why go across the city when you can go across the hallway.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? They say it, bro.
damn,
They
what
say it, bro. That's how they
nigga.
rock,
You
bro.
just triggered half the chat.
That's how they
Like,
rock.
dude,
That's
that
how
sounds
they
crazy.
rock.
That
bro.
sounds insane.
It's
bro.
true. They say it, bro.
Let's get to the Diddy situation.
Shout out to Foster.
Diddy. P. Diddy.
Noel's favorite.
Got the case right here. Sean Combs, right, indicted on a grand jury charges. For decades, he's been the defendant abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, his protection of his reputation, and conceal his conduct. He relied on employees, resources, and influence of multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice, right? And when you read the actual indictment, we have so much to cover, but we're obviously going to give you guys a summary. We're not going to be here all day either. But just going down the line of, let me get to the, ain't this crazy? When you look at it actually physically in front of you, it's pretty nuts. All right. Goddamn.
Bro, people who keep their notes like that drive me fucking crazy.
We got the racketeering conspiracy from at least in or about 2008. So that's racketeering dating back from then. We have, that's one charge. We have the second charge being right here. Sex trafficking by force or fraud and coercion from at least in or about 2009 up until including 2018. And we have the last count 3, of transportation to engage in prostitution up into or about 2024 as of this year. This is the one that dates the most recently, and it goes back to 2009 as well. All right. And obviously the most viral one has been now, when you read this sentence right here, right? We have large sums of cash. This is what they found during the searches of Diddy at Diddy's house. Because remember, this happened in March of 2024, top of this year. We covered this.
Mm-hmm.
They searched his house, right? National Guard. During the searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant, right? And this has gone the most viral. Why? Because who the fuck needs 1,000 bottles of these, right? Who needs 1,000 bottles of these? First of all, I've never used baby oil for any sexual intercourse or any sexual pleasure that I recall.
Can I
I
see
don't know how they do that shit, bro. I don't like feeling slippery, bro.
It says tender skin needs gentle formulations. Our pure mineral baby oil creates a gentle barrier to seal and moisture and soften gentle skin. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy, right? And we have options, right? You have this regular baby oil. We got Noel with show the camera. That is, show the camera the title. It's upside down. Show it real quick. That's the baby oil gel. We got baby oil gel. We also got the creamy baby oil. You guys want some creamy, moisturizing baby oil? That's another option as well, all right? Which one did Diddy use? We have no clue. But some people were like, oh, why are people focusing on the baby oil? There's other shit that people should care about. Is it illegal to have 1,000 bottles of baby oil? No, but it should be. It definitely should be. Did you just spill the baby oil? No, I was trying to do a freak off real quick during the fucking podcast.
Oh my god, bro, this shit is so slippery. This nigga's nasty.
I think you did it on purpose.
So we have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Think about it. In my opinion, I think it's to as clean as possible to enter anuses.
I got those shit away.
I think it's
I think
I
it's
think
just
it's
like
to enter anuses.
It's just like a slippery shit, bro. You know, like when they like throw like
like
oil
a slippery
on like
slide.
bitches' asses and shit like that, just to like make it really shiny and glossy and shit.
Trying to make other niggas like glossy,
Yeah, bro.
glazed or
You know what I'm
something.
saying?
Like,
Bro,
I
I
think that. I
understand,
think
bro.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
'Cause I
maybe
got
maybe
them
they
toys.
like
You
maybe
can't
they
do it
that much
sexually.
maybe they
baby
like
oil.
ran around the fucking like compound and shit like that, trying to like, oh, if I catch you type shit, boom, you're getting fucked in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Yeah.
This shit feels.
But
kinda
because
nice.
they're slippery,
put it on your head. Put it on your head. Go ahead.
go ahead,
bro, this shit feel kind of nice,
That's what I'm saying. Put it on your head.
But that's the gel version. We don't know which type of version he's had.
bro. Because I think Marlon might be right. You just want to get a bitch, you know,
lubed
oiled
up
up,
and shit.
lubed
Yeah,
up.
you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Looking glossy.
or man.
And right,
I don't judge.
Diddy since the 90s has been accused of multiple things, right? Since the 90s, he's been accused of being involved in Biggie's death, in Tupac's death, not paying his artists, right? Allegedly shooting people in clubs. We had the J-Lo situation. We have artists going to jail allegedly to cover up for him, right? Shine, G-Dep, etc. A lot of his own artists have always been tied. Diddy himself in Bad Boys Records has always been tied to death, people not being paid, criminal activity allegations. This has been their history as far as Bad Boy Records, right? But at the same time,
It's called Bad Boys
some
for a
fucking
reason.
hit records, right? Some slappers,
Boys.
some fire ass music, some of the best music of all time as
That's
well.
right.
So this has always been something. And people have always just ignored it because there's no fucking facts, right? We have Keefy D, this guy with the goddamn baby boy is about to.
Yo,
Man's
Let's go.
excited, bro.
No, we ain't going
I'm
nowhere.
telling you this right now. If that shit disappears,
ready?
bro, you already know what's
who's
up.
ready?
All I know
Yo,
is
who's
he's-
ready?
he's
I'm
close.
really willing. Yo,
Yeah.
like,
Close to you, Vic.
Hey,
so,
hey.
I'm
Same,
seeing
bro.
the vision. I'm just saying. I'm not seeing his vision. I'm seeing my vision.
I'm moisturized enough. I don't need no more today.
Yo, being this moisturized during sex.
But when it comes to like, think about it, right? Niggas
you
talked about it
smell like
last year, right?
cheap
We covered this shit
talcum
last
powder,
year. The
nigga.
concept of Keefy D going to jail. Keefy D has done so many interviews saying that allegedly Diddy didn't pay him when he promised to pay him to kill Tupac, right?
Yeah.
Keefy D. Keefy D's in jail. He's been in jail for like a year. There's been rumors of Keefy D confessing and saying things to the feds, revealing things to the feds. So this could be tied to that. My opinion, I don't think there's nothing wrong with people having their kinks. Diddy could be into whatever he's into.
Yeah.
I personally hope and pray. I don't think that he's involved with anything as far as minors or anything of that nature. I think he is a nymphomaniac. I think he's addicted to sex.
Hell yeah.
I think he's a freak.
Mhm.
And I also think that this is just gonna be something that is gonna be tied to a bigger situation, not a sex ring or nothing of that nature. I think that he might have potentially been behind Tupac's death.
50
That
Shades
I
of
believe.
Diddy.
I think he might have been behind
50
Tupac's
Shades,
death.
50 Shades of Diddy, bro.
When it comes to this Diddy situation, bro, I always thought the sex thing was gonna reveal something worse, and it was not gonna be about sex. Like Vic said, it would be like the Tupac thing or any crimes he committed earlier coming up. Because just when you hear about the industry, gangs fund the industry.
Yeah.
Street money is what's backing a lot of these artists. So the idea that none of these artists have done dirty shit is a lie. I truly believe Jay-Z, Nas, all of them have been associated to some capacity with someone who's done something criminal. But I think you're able to get away with it because time passes. People don't speak on it. People know not to speak on it. But if the nigga's already on the ground, he's cooked, he's getting stomped on, nigga, pile it on.
Yeah.
I can fully see a situation where Diddy did kill Tupac. Or he sent out the hit, paid the bread, and that's
Listen.
not going to come out.
I can see it as well. I think that that's something more along the lines that might be
More realistic.
more realistic, allegedly more realistic, rather than him being involved in, something of a Jeffrey Epstein level. I know people want and hope and pray like this is a Jeffrey Epstein level of situation, right? Because of the fact like Diddy owned an island. Diddy had an
Yeah, he
island
kept
that,
referring
that he
about it.
called Love Island.
Yeah.
He literally owns an island called Love Island. It's like, and then we're not talking about the fucking TV show, right? This is not Leah. This is not
Nah,
that
yeah,
Love
that
Island.
was on Fiji. That was on Fiji.
Yeah, it's a different Love
It's a
Island.
very different Love
This is a
Island.
very different Love
It's a
Island.
freak island.
Yeah, and he was always open about his sexual activities. But look at this, guys. Diddy predicted this 25 years ago. He was speaking about his fucking parties and him being arrested. He literally predicted this. But obviously, it was the 90s. People would turn a blind eye to any type of inappropriate activity. It's decades ago, right? We're talking almost 3 decades ago. This is before the internet. This is before the fucking internet. It's a different time. But here we have Diddy talking about, look at this.
Hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time. You know, whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but break it down racial barriers, break it down generation barriers. People from all walks of life.
Just jamming
Ron
cocks
Perlman
into each
talking
other.
to Jay-Z.
No, listen,
Jay-Z talking to, you know
let's skip that line.
life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z. Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on. You know, it's just like people from all walks of life connecting and getting
Jay-Z.
together. Yeah.
Your parties are the hottest ticket in town. People dying to get into your party. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's cool. You know, it doesn't make me feel any way special. It doesn't make me feel like a bigger person. It just makes me feel like I know how to throw a party.
The hottest.
I know how to throw a party. You definitely do, my friend. You definitely do. The most infamous party thrower of all time now officially is Diddy. But this has always been rumored, right? Always has been rumored. Now we have confirmation of this man literally. Think about it. Anywhere in the world where you do an activity so frequent that you put a title to it, you call it freak-offs, right? And it's like a code word, but in reality, it's not a fucking code word because it's like
It's very obvious.
you're making it very obvious. You might as well call that shit something else, right? Like doorknob 5. Doorknob 5, like make that shit, hide it. But you put a title on it, and it's like you tell your crew, oh, the freak off, and it's like they know what to do when that word's even thrown around. That gives into the illegal type of energy because it's like, oh, freak offs, and you got to order 1,000 bottles of baby oil, you got to fly people out, you got to do all this shit. At that point, he was better off doing it the Hugh Hefner way. People want to compare him to Hugh Hefner, right? There's a lot of accusations with Hugh Hefner, but the difference is Hugh Hefner made it a business, right? He ran a business, the Playboy Mansion, with Playboy girls, right? And don't get me wrong.
Still prostitution.
Yeah, still prostitution, but legal, you know, in his own way.
In his own way.
In his own way, he was making it
It was
legalized.
porn.
But then obviously, one can question, and why not? There's a racial barrier, right? With the older white man, with all these white women, etc. A creep is still a creep, right? A creep is still a creep. There might have been another world where Diddy would have made this. It's his business. He could have done his own fucking magazine or something of that nature, his own porn company, etc. But he was too much of a household brand, and that's the crazy thing. He was like a household brand. He always on Ellen, right? Everyone knew him. One of the most famous names, one of the biggest celebrities of all time. But then behind the scenes, he was doing these freak off parties.
Because he's freaky Batman.
It's crazy.
He's a billionaire at day.
He's like Bruce Wayne with like a hard cock.
Yeah. Freak at night. Just running around. Yo, he's running around in the streets with his dick out.
He's Bruce Wayne with a hard cock.
Literally, bro. It's literally what he is, bro. Billionaire at the day, freakazoid at night. My thing is this. It's two things. First one, everyone's doing this.
No. Don't say that. I'm not doing this shit, bro.
Let me correct myself. Niggas in the industry are doing this. The sex trafficking laws that they're hitting him with is paying sex workers, if you read it,
Yeah.
to go and do sexual acts for him across state lines, international lines. Everyone's doing that. Your favorite rapper is talking about it right now in his songs. So I feel like there should be more consistency by the feds and holding people accountable with stuff like that. I think it becomes a problem when he's becoming violent, when he's forcing people to participate in these things.
Yeah.
But again, we don't know what your favorite rapper is doing. So are we going to hold this to the entire industry, or are we just going to do it because it's Diddy and he's a major person? Second thing is, I really want to like talk about the conspiracies. I feel like people just brush them off, but like there's a very fundamental flaw with the argument. Because you notice all the execs are quitting. All the
Yes.
music execs. Now, a lot of people are attributing that to like, oh, they're quitting because they're a part of this whole scam and Diddy's gonna expose them. I think you guys are truly ignoring how far hip hop has fallen. The party's truly dying. And a lot of the departments that I'm seeing where people are, leaving, getting fired from, laid off, is all like the hip hop ones.
Yeah.
It's like specifically that. The fact that TDE just signed an alt pop artist, it's really just showing the industry might be shifting away from rap music, which is very sad. I get the conspiracy theory, like, oh, it could be a conspiracy. Why are these people all leaving? They all somehow tied to Diddy. They have photos with Diddy. But it's like, when you think about it, it could be an argument because if I'm a multi-million-dollar corporation, multi-billion, I would not want my CEO to be hit with a subpoena. Understandably. That kills your stock tank. It kills your stocks. Like, your stocks are going to get cooked first day market opens.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, music's also dying and rap isn't selling any units. So I just don't like the conspiracy theories because it's taking away from the fact that the music industry's cooked right now, bro. It's very bad.
Yeah, because of the fact, like the timing, like Noel was referencing, right? The point is he's bringing up for reference, for those who don't know, right now, Atlantic Records allegedly fired about 100 employees. We have executives, one of the most famous black executives in the history of music, Kevin Liles, right behind 300. 300 discovered basically Young Thug. With that name alone, that's all you need. But just look up 300 as a record label, what they've done in the music industry. I believe Megan Thee Stallion as well. He stepped down, and he left not just 300. He left the WMG, the Warner Music Group. He left the entire label. He made an announcement. He didn't give a professional reason. He didn't say why.
A lot of them aren't saying why.
Yeah, a lot of them are not saying why, but that was the same day that the indictment of Diddy was unsealed. That same morning that he did that. The timing is suspicious. Does it mean it's tied into it? Not necessarily, because of the fact, like right now, prior to this Diddy situation, they were already planning on firing a lot of people. The layoffs were happening in the music industry and the rap industry. We have the lowest sales we've seen in years and decades in rap music, right? Last year, the #1 genre was country music, and this year seems like it might be country again because Shabuzi's #1. He doesn't go nowhere. That #1 country song.
Post Malone's
country album is selling like crazy. It might be country again or just pop this year. So a lot of people are losing a lot of money, right? A-tier artists, the distance between the A-tier artists, the A-tier rappers, let's say, the distance between the A-tier rappers, which is the big three, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, and the second-tier rappers has gone way longer. The distance keeps growing more than ever before, right? Before, when we were growing up, right, about the second tier, tier B, tier 2 would be probably Wale, Big Sean, Meek Mill. Now we have Wale, Big Sean, Meek Mill dropping, and no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Like the second tier is no longer as impactful as it used to be. Yeah. It's only these 5 main artists, Travis Scott, Future. If it's not them dropping, they're not moving the needle right now. They're not making these, record labels money. So now we got artists getting creative. The bundle packs are coming back. We got today, Playboi Carti announced a new bundle. Again, now he's dropping the all red hat.
No, he's not.
Yeah, Marlon already bought 3 all red hats. Marlon's gonna be coming in the studio with the all red hats.
Make sure to give me one.
Make sure Marlon got them
on deck. I will never
deck.
give that bum ass nigga $1.
Nah, you love him on the low.
He's selling dildos too for his dick riders.
Oh shit.
This nigga's crazy. But you know
you
what
want that one?
I'll take that one.
Oh,
make sure you clean it after you use it.
Oh shit!
How's it going?
Yeah, I'll give you that one, bitch.
Just include the baby oil.
But you know what's interesting, bro?
He's done with the baby oil.
I am. I got it ready. You know what people have been talking about either?
What happened?
The fact that Diddy getting arrested affects the industry. You think they're gonna have parties? You think people are gonna link up? Niggas don't talk about the impact of networking. Yeah. Especially in music. Like, you go to these parties, you're meeting people, that's how Kanye got what's this nigga's name? Jamie Foxx on his album. Yes. The first album. He went to Jamie Foxx's party.
Yes.
And he's told Jamie Foxx, yo, I need you on the song. That happens a lot. So because everyone in the industry is scared to be associated with the aura of being, a sexual heathen who participates in these events, they're not throwing parties. They're not meeting up.
You're right.
It's gonna affect the industry.
Bro, a party doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be a fucking freak off though.
No, but what he means is basically like,
There's a
if you
stigma.
guys remember the Me Too era, right? The Me Too era, which was Harvey Weinstein?
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein, after the Harvey Weinstein case and that whole situation, we had the Me Too era. Ever since then, it's like a big difference. Everything changed in culture. Everything changed. Where
Everything
now
changed.
people are more cautious of how they treat women that they, especially the women that they work with. They don't want to be Me Too'd. The sensitivity level raised up, right? There is heightened more than ever before.
Some women weren't casted purposely.
Yeah, you know, and now we fast forward, and now we have the Diddy party situation. So now there's gonna be a change again that happens in the industry where now people are more cautious than ever when it comes to these parties. They're making sure what the hell they call a party. They're making sure, like, when it comes to their own kinks, if they do them, it's with more consent, probably more than ever, or maybe they're gonna stop doing them for a while. There might be no more industry parties for a while. The Rock Nation brunch might be canceled this year. We don't know. You know, it's gonna be situations like that. It was canceled, wasn't it canceled already
Last year after he got arrested.
after the Diddy situation as well. So the Rock Nation brunch probably gonna get canceled again. There's gonna be situations where like this that is just a actual culture shifting moment in the industry, right? And it's all again due to allegations, accusations, charges, but no guilty official, nothing yet. But time will tell. We have this situation. Look at this.
And wait, before you
Yeah.
go, there was one other thing, bro. We have another problem. Did you see the Jay-Z thing yet with Rihanna?
No, what's that?
So Jay-Z, there's an interview, a couple between both of them, where they admit that there was a joke Jay-Z made to Rihanna that said, "I'm not gonna." There's two
No, it was
exits
Eve.
here.
It was Eve.
No, it was Rihanna and Jay-Z, bro.
Didn't he make a joke to Eve in her new book, and she wrote about Jay-Z?
So the joke was, and Rihanna confirmed it. I watched the video, her confirming it. Jay-Z goes, "There's two ways out of this building. It's the 29th floor. It's through this door with a deal, or it's out the window. We're on the 29th floor." This is when he first found her. Like someone brought her to her. I forgot who he said it was.
Yeah.
And she performed for him. He loved her. He had her go to his office at 3 p.m. She left 3 in the morning. Everyone on the internet's like, bro, she was 16. Why do you have her in your office that long? And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's business. They were working out a deal for 12 hours. That's not uncommon.
Yeah.
They're now trying to paint Jay-Z as an abuser and a manipulator for taking a young Rihanna and not allowing her to leave that room until she got a deal signed.
Yeah.
And my fear is, if that becomes the new motive, niggas are just castrating anyone they can find that anything seems a little weird. How are niggas supposed to get deals? How are you supposed to get put on, especially as a young act? Because it's going to be seen as you're trying to groom somebody.
I mean, it's always been rumored in the music industry and confirmed where there's prior cases of women in the music industry sleeping with executives, etc., because they promised them a bigger role, a bigger time, or you're going to sign me, let's sleep with each other. You know, that's why Rick Ross in the past has said that that's why he doesn't sign female artists. And also, female artists are just more expensive. You got to pay their makeup, etc. It's more expensive than signing a male act. So, yeah, I don't know. My opinion, I still haven't seen sufficient enough evidence for Jay-Z. You don't want to count nobody out because just he's Jay-Z, you know, he's a billionaire. But I'm on the side of Jay-Z. Obviously, I think having more sense than a lot of these motherfuckers in the industry. And he's the type, I think, to call them out, if anything. But we shall see because we still haven't seen much more. 50 Cent has a documentary coming to Netflix, right? And we have this gentleman that goes by the name of Freddie P. If you don't remember Freddie P was on Making the Band, right? He was one of the people that Diddy was working with, and he signed as a artist right early on to work with, do content with as Making the Band. And Freddie P has done an interview with Art of Dialogue, and he basically alludes to seeing the Diddy documentary by 50 Cent early. Because remember, we reported that 50 Cent reached out to people that worked on Making the Band to get them on the documentary. This included Freddie P. Freddie P that said that he did not get included because he didn't want to work with 50 because 50 didn't pay him enough or offer him enough, he said, right? But this is what he said about the documentary. Listen to this.
It's hard to say because I don't want to spoil what's coming up. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say this. Like I said, it gets deeper and deeper. And the more that come out, the more intriguing the story gonna be. All I want to tell people is when that Netflix series come out, it's a rapper coming out with a Netflix series. I won't say no name. I don't want to spoil it for him. I'm not a friend of his. I don't
It's so stupid. It's like, bro,
you know,
who else?
Spoil something he got going on. But I will say this. He's doing a phenomenal job to the point where I was in awe. You get what I'm saying? I was presented the opportunity to work with him, but, you know, like I said, the money wasn't enough for me to leave my couch But he's doing a phenomenal job, man. There's so many people that's hurt behind this. There's so many people that got it's guys that that can't come out because of their image. You know what I'm saying? That'll make your eyes go like, whoa. I know about the slams, the Stevie J's. I know I'm in a circle. I know about y'all. Y'all confirmed. I'm so happy. It's more. It's more. But I'm so happy he finally came out. A lot of stuff people don't understand Puffy endured. A lot of stuff Puffy went through when he was younger. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I said, when this DVD come out.
Calls it a DVD, bro. That's how old this guy is. It's not a fucking DVD. But shout out to Freddie P, though. Freddie P's always called out Diddy, spoken about Diddy in the past. And, people always question, like, all these people speaking out about Diddy, are they accurate, etc. I mean, more evidence keeps getting revealed.
Yeah.
More evidence keeps getting revealed. And
the Kid Cudi thing alone is crazy.
The Kid Cudi blowing up the car thing situation is already crazy, right?
That's already that's like a life sentence.
Yeah, that allegedly happened already. That's arson. Now, when it comes to this, right, the argument of more being exposed as far as more victims, alleged victims, more people being assaulted, more people that might have been on making the band, more of his actual, you have Day 26, you have Danity Kane, a lot of these artists that he's worked with, more can be revealed. And then now, there's going to be a side of it where it gets psychological, right? Diddy might have faced trauma as a child. And so you don't have to tell me that. I know that. You have to, anyone that does what we saw Diddy do in the hallway on camera in the elevator with Cassie shows you a traumatized man.
Yeah, it's R. Kelly all over again.
That is not a normal human being. That's someone that's obviously gone through something as a child or when younger, as a teenager. Does it justify it? Not at all. No one's saying that, though. Two things could be right. He could be traumatized. He could be in need of a lot of help, mental health wise, right? And he also needs to go to fucking prison because he's a very nasty, freaky man, right? Freaky ass nigga. He's a 69 god. But as far as that play is gonna be interesting because if 50 Cent goes that route, I think it's gonna be the best route where you show kind of like, for lack of better terms, both sides. Like, oh yeah, he's done some bullshit, but then also we revealing, oh, maybe he brings a family member in. I don't know how he's gonna go about it. But he shows like, oh, Diddy.
Probably they did with R. Kelly.
Yeah, like Diddy went through something as a kid. And what did R. Kelly say during the Gayle King interview? Oh, his mom. He looks at his mom like he wanted to marry his mom or something, or he wanted to kiss his mom.
You never watched Exposing R. Kelly?
I did, but it's been a while.
They at the end of it, I think it was the last episode. It was one before that. They exposed that he was raped as a kid. Him and his brother. I think his brother.
But by his mom though.
I think it was his dad.
It was like someone else. It was an
uncle.
Like an uncle or
it was
something.
like an uncle. Yeah, he raped him for years, bro. It was nasty. And niggas is like, I feel bad for him. That doesn't excuse what you was doing.
Yeah.
But like, it was very evident he was a victim for a long time.
And all these people, man, these mass murderers, these school shooters, they always come up being like, oh, they were bullied or they had trauma. Doesn't justify their actions, But what we can do in life is try to break the cycle, right? If you do have trauma, if you're dealing with any trauma, speak out about it. Get help, right? At an early age, at the early stages of the trauma, try your best to. Also, try your best to in life to not inflict any trauma upon nobody else in life, right? Your actions, you can take it for granted, but you never know how it can affect someone years down along the line.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why you have to move with caution and know what the fuck you're doing. Diddy was on some bullshit and has been on some bullshit for a lot of years, right? Financially, business-wise, has always been questioned. Now we have him literally in court, and we have the judge, again, for those who don't know, has denied his bail twice, a $50 million bail, right? And he promised to not have any female visitors in the visitation. Didn't say anything about any male visitors, though. You know what I'm saying? Didn't say anything about any other visitors, but he highlighted specifically the female visitors. We're not gonna have no female visits.
That's hilarious.
But it's like, listen, if I think the judge is a female as well in New York.
Black?
I think she's a black judge. I think she's a black judge.
I think I know what judge it is too.
I want to say she's a black judge
because I know the Supreme Court justice judge in New York. I know who they are.
But there's rumors of politicians being tied into this in New York.
I don't believe that.
I don't know about that much when it comes to that.
I think you guys are overestimating his pull.
Yeah, I think Diddy is just a very freaky guy, very nasty. But everyone has a right to be freaky and nasty. He just went about it in a too aggressive way and might have obviously hurt people, right? Done this shit illegally, right? And listen, you could be like, oh yeah, it's legal, or well, it's illegal. The prostitution and all that shit, that's illegal, right? And it's like Noel said, oh, rappers do this. Doesn't mean it's illegal though. Doesn't mean it's legal, right? Rappers fly out girls, etc. Once you transport someone across state lines and you're paying for the sexual interaction, you are participating in prostitution, my friend. That's what it is illegally. That's what you're doing. Sex trap. That's what you're doing. You are sexual workers. That's why when 50 Cent made that post, my little sex worker, making fun of, what was it, Carisha or something, or his ex that was with Diddy. That's what you're sex workers. You girls are sex workers.
She was with Rick Ross. That's
Rick Ross. You guys are sex workers. You know, and listen, if you're fine with being that, God bless you. But realize that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You're getting paid. Your ticket got paid for. Okay. Your hotel got paid for. Okay. How much was the ticket? Okay. You got sent some extra bread on top. Okay. The cash app to you extra 200, extra 500. Okay. But you're a sex worker now.
Can we pod?
You go.
Yo. Cause I've been talking about this shit for years. Nigga, I've been on this topic for years. And niggas been annoying me, bro. Vic is right. Yo. The nigga flew you out. He paid for your nails. He bought a bag. He gave you some bread to spend.
A Birkin.
He bought the baby new shoes. You are a prostitute. You are participating in prostitution. But this is my argument, Vic. And I told you this too, Juan. Yo, why the fuck are you paying for a bitch that isn't really a prostitute, though? When you really think about it. Like one of these pretty bitches on IG.
Yeah.
Nigga, you think I'm gonna fly out some pretty bitch I seen on IG that can barely fuck? Using mad teeth when she sucked dick, she like, what are you talking about?
When you get like a professional sex worker, you're saying, with experience,
who will fuck the shit out you?
But maybe it's just the curiosity, because like you find this person attractive, you feel like you can do anything you want. Let's fly him out, etc. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not paying all that money for bad pussy, bro. I'm sorry.
Diddy was on camera literally when he's talking with you to Young Miami, and he's like interviewing her, I think on Apple Music, and he's like tell the people like how long we go in bed or whatever. And she was like, huh, man, this guy goes all night or some shit. It's like, oh, he don't sleep. I thought since he's older or whatever, he was gonna take a break. This guy don't sleep and this and that. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, why is they're so open about this and talking about this, right? And the whole time they never were a couple, right? That was their whole thing. She was his what did we call her? He would call her his nickname for her. She was his Betty Wap or some shit, or his
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't remember.
Comment chat. What was it? She was his
She was some bullshit.
Some bullshit, like a nickname he said for her. Some shit. Some booty wop.
Bro, I remember when that viral video happened of him taking her to the store. She took like half the Louis Vuitton store, and I'm like, that bitch is a prostitute.
Bro, that's what you're doing. But these people want to be naive to this, right? And it's like, by all means, you can partake in that. There's countries where this shit's legal.
There is mad
There's
European
states where
countries.
Go to Vegas. You can walk up and down the strip if you wanna get paid for that vagina, that sex work, or that penis, because obviously there's male sex workers out there as well.
Course.
God bless. But
Shorty Wop.
That's what it was. Shorty Wop. Oh, it's my Shorty Wop. You know what I'm saying? Look at your Shorty Wop now. What's Shorty Wop doing?
Getting pissed on by another nigga.
Yeah, man. God bless.
But this, I agree with you, bro. Like, my frustration is when women try to normalize it on some, like, this should be normal. You should trick me out. Like, no, this is prostitution.
It's a new day prostitution.
Yeah.
It's a new age prostitution.
I don't want to I want a wife. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I don't want to participate in that. And we really create a culture that normalizes it to a point where it's like, if you don't participate in it, it's because you're broke.
And we also have to blame the rappers. The rappers that do it as well, you guys are pimps. You're basically pimping these girls. You guys are pimps. And it's like, we just have to call a spade a spade. Your favorite rapper is a pimp. He's flying these girls out. He's sleeping with them. It's typical, yes, but you are a pimp.
Mm-hmm.
And you are at the helm of potentially facing legal action like a Diddy. Maybe not as a large case of a scale, maybe not in any jail time, but it's illegal as well. It's just as illegal. So you got to be careful. But that's why a lot of these rappers have the NDAs, right? Drake is known to allegedly have NDAs, a stack of NDAs. Bow Wow says he has a stack of NDAs in his house. Right when the girls walk in, they sign them the NDAs, etc. Yeah. And it's like, oh, but a lot of these NDAs also get what? Broken. It happens all the time.
Let's pod. So with this happening with Diddy, does this finally fix this problem of women wanting more from normal men, because I've talked to women, their energy is like, I'm prettier than the girl that's getting float out, so I should get float out.
Yeah.
If people finally start to catch on that this is prostitution and you could go to jail and you are in fact a prostitute, does it finally shift the mentality? And,
Hell no.
and it stops that like large demand when the glorification ends on the culture side.
It could if the case is revealed and we see like all these women and they take the stand, like Lyra Galore, all these famous like Instagram women
Doing the shit that normal women do.
allegedly Lori Harvey, these people that have allegedly Diddy has dated. You know, there's a girl, I might be Lori Harvey or Lyra Galore, but there's one of them that literally dated Diddy's son and then allegedly dated Diddy. And it's like, at that point, it's like, how down deep in hell do we want to go? Like, you already at hell, you want to keep going deeper? Like, how demonic is these niggas going? Like, that's that creepy to you? Just because he's attractive? Yeah, my dad. Like, that's craziness. That's like, your son slept with this girl, now you're going to sleep with her as well, and you're going to all party together. It's like, at that point, God forbid, allegedly, but are you having threesomes with your children now? Like,
it's a business transaction.
like, what the fuck is going on? But then it comes off as a potential business transaction.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to put that out there because, you know, God bless her heart. Hopefully that wasn't the case. Could just be a family friend. But these have been rumors for years. And the chat knows the name of the girl. It might have been
Lori.
Is Lori Harvey? Yeah, Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
God bless. Bro.
Lori Harvey did that?
And that's
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein, Steve Harvey's daughter. A multimillionaire's daughter. Beautiful girl.
She was getting...
Stay away from these guys. You
That's
deserve way
crazy.
better. Why are you around these dirty niggas? These niggas is dirty. They just passing you around. Oh, my dad wants you next, girl. Next month. Let's keep it in the family.
There's a very nasty standard for sex in this society. God bless, and it's trickled down to a lot of things. Because I didn't know Lori Harvey was doing that. They glorify Lori Harvey. The women, they
Bro.
love Lori. Like,
Meek Mill wanted some.
bro, they
He
say
had Lori on his wish list.
bro, they say Lori Harvey knows her value. That she moves from men if she feels like she's not involved anymore. Nigga, you're a glorified prostitute.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. What are we talking about?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Right? And I hope and pray that's not the case because that would be horrible, right? Steve Harvey at that point would be a disappointment as a father.
He used to get the fuck out Family Feud.
Yeah, but I hope and pray that wasn't the case, man, because Jesus Christ, right? Maybe she's just a very promiscuous girl who dates around. And everyone has the right to do that as well. You know, she's young and beautiful. Usher, right? When it comes to the Diddy situation, it's crazy because it ties into a lot of younger celebrities. He has been confirmed to have Usher at the age of 13 years old at his house, basically becoming a protege, kind of a mentor for a young, talented Usher, right? Usher lived in his house, teenage Usher, I think for a couple years. And Usher's on camera admitting that he saw some things that he shouldn't have seen as a kid. He jokingly said it, but now, retrospectively, looking at this, now you put it in this situation, at the timing, it's like, holy shit, how much did he see? And now we have Usher over the weekend, his Twitter, all the tweets got deleted. All the tweets got deleted. And people were connecting the dots, like, what the fuck? Is Usher trying to cover this up, right? But Usher spoke out. It was shocking. I'm surprised. It got so big that he spoke out. Usher spoke out, basically addressing the Diddy rumors, and he said, account got hacked, and damn, y'all ran with it. Laughing emojis. Then he said, see y'all tonight at Inuit Dome. I guess he's promoting his tour. Now, everyone's saying he's capping. He wasn't hacked. And this is just another situation of being caught red-handed because of the timing of it. But it's a possibility.
Megan Fox deleted her shit too.
There's other people, like they say Megan Fox, Pink, the artist. I almost call her a rapper, Pink. But there's a possibility that he just got hacked. Because think about it, niggas would hack you right now just to make you seem like this.
Yeah.
Because, or maybe people that are trying to investigate themselves hire hackers. Let's look at Usher's old tweets. Let's look at Justin Bieber's old tweets. And through that process, his account gets hacked.
You know,
it's a
what's
possibility.
Funny? Pink makes sense. You remember the lawsuit?
Pink?
When homeboy that raped her, allegedly. The music producer.
No, that was Kesha.
That was Kesha?
That was Kesha.
You sure it wasn't Pink?
No, it was Kesha. I believe it was Kesha because that music producer worked with Katy Perry.
Yeah, it was Kesha. Okay.
Yeah. And
Now,
Katy
if it
Perry's album, flopping,
flopping out the
to
ass.
her standards especially. She had JID on it, 21 Savage on it. No one's talking about Katy Perry's album.
Nobody.
And I think it's because she worked with that producer and she got a lot of
the
bad
girlies
reputation
hated her.
working with that, you know. But yeah, Pink, Megan Fox allegedly, but specifically the Usher one people highlighted because there's evidence of him being with him, obviously so young. And it's weird because me personally, I could have all the money in the world. If to mentor someone is one thing, but to have them move into your home, even if it's a big ass mansion at 13 years old, right? Remember he's on camera saying that he would wrestle.
He wrestling for
he
the
would wrestle
snowflakes.
Usher for the cereal in the morning for breakfast. Why are you a grown ass man wrestling a 13-year-old for breakfast?
Why you got more than just one box?
Yeah, why don't you have
You got
enough
money,
cereal
right?
for everyone?
Bro, he grabbed onto him when he said that. And that nigga was just looking at him like,
That's crazy, bro.
not talk about that, nigga.
Probably pouring milk on each other and shit.
Like that, like, what the fuck?
Personally,
Nigga, what the fuck?
I don't see the issue with a 20-year-old, 21-year-old taking in a younger person to mold their career, help them out. But they made it sound really nasty.
And allegedly, Diddy did the same with Justin Bieber.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
Usher brought him to his camp.
Yeah, that he was a part of the Usher camp. Usher was a part of his discovery, Justin Bieber. And Justin Bieber has always been close to Diddy throughout the years. There's literally a video of Justin Bieber and Diddy. I'm going to look it up actually to play it, where he's basically saying like, oh, you changed your number? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
And people were
And
like,
he's like, bro,
I got a new number.
I got a new number.
And then like you see Diddy talking to him as if he's like a grown-ass man, bro. This is a kid. And you're talking to him this way, right?
Are we going to talk about Meek Mill's tweets?
Starting to act different, huh?
Hold up.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right.
My
Okay.
number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
That's awkward, bro. We have to be honest. We have to be
This is
honest.
crazy.
Even Justin
If-
Bieber's behavior, more
100%.
No, it looks like he got
what
raped.
type of vibe he gives? He gives Drake vibes.
Oh, my God.
No, not Drake. The fucking thing. I'm talking about Drake
Bell.
from Drake
Okay,
and Josh.
Drake Bell.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He's giving those type of vibes. Because if you was cool with this motherfucker and you appreciated what he did for you and shit like that, you
show
wouldn't
more
have this.
love.
You wouldn't have this type of
Hell no.
interaction.
And this
with
isn't
him.
white people norm.
You know what I'm
that's when people
saying?
say there's a culture shit difference. No.
No.
White people understand you. Like, white people will show you mad love if they fuck with you.
Facts.
But like, it's my guy.
Yeah, facts.
Go like that. Nah, this nigga looks like he got touched.
No, he looked mad uncomfortable.
Bro,
right
he
there.
looked like that nigga touched him.
Yeah,
and it's
facts.
like, whose camera? That has to be Diddy's camera, right?
It had to
Yeah.
be Diddy recording.
But then it's also showing like superiority, right? Like it's almost like a dominance play here.
yeah, Diddy's-
behavior. Like I'm gonna record you, I'm gonna press you, right? And I'm
Diddy's
gonna make
big
this
cock.
a moment, like a moment,
And,
right?
and Justin's like trying to like
yeah.
like answer, but like he doesn't want to like fuck up and say, you know what I'm saying? Say some
something that'll
shit.
piss him off. Yeah.
You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives.
What's that movie? 48 Hours.
Where we hanging out and what we doing.
Forgot that one.
What's it about?
We can't really disclose. But
Put two and two together.
It's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Yo, it's like the choice of the words at least, like
Buck full crazy.
like he didn't have like proper management around.
48 hours is a movie of a black and white cop. God bless.
And this is, Diddy always had Justin at his parties.
Welcome to the family, John.
And remember, Justin Bieber was openly in the past speaking about his issues with drugs, etc. Now he's religious, married. He's away from that, sober, it seems like, right? But he is an example of child star, facing these type of situations. Look at this is a situation when he had Billie Eilish. You know, he wanted Billie Eilish to not go through anything like how he went through, and he literally cried about it.
I definitely feel protective of her. It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not know.
Let me skip ahead because of the music.
You know, just turn their back on you in a second. I don't want her to lose it. I don't want her to, you know, go upon anybody. So
he seems like a traumatized person. He's gone through trauma as a child specifically. You know, and it's just weird. It's just weird. Now, obviously, there is a situation where none of this could mean anything, but there's just a lot of weird interactions. Look at this. He's like praying with him, I guess, right?
You know what makes the Megan Fox shit very sketchy? Who's her fiance?
MGK?
And who's MGK's good friend? Who's disappeared? Think about it.
Well, I'll give you one better.
It's Diddy in French.
MGK is signed to
He Diddy, nah?
Bad Boys.
Yo.
MGK's his first record deal was with Bad Boy Records.
Loco, he's been quiet.
So that's why people are saying Megan Fox's account. Let me just look it up live.
Megan
here.
Fox's account, guys, delete, bro. 7,000 tweets too, bro. It's crazy.
Did I spell her name wrong?
It's with a H, I think. No, it's not.
Bro, she deleted all her tweets,
Yeah,
bro.
she deleted her. Oh, damn.
Nigga, I'm telling you, Machine Gun Kelly, bro. He hasn't said nothing, Vic. He been quiet.
Oh, remember, this is our interview that pops up. That's crazy. Yeah. I think Instagram too as well.
I didn't see it.
She deleted her Instagram post. This is this could be the straw that broke the camel's back, right? But the thing is this, right? And this is a perfect pivot to the next subtopic, which is still Diddy. But we're gonna have a lot of people now do things like this. They're gonna delete tweets. They're gonna try to escape any even like slight affiliation to Diddy, because they just don't want to even have their brand or name tainted, right? We got Charlamagne the God coming out saying on his podcast, Brilliant Idiots, that he has never been to a Diddy party, that Breakfast Club worked with Revolt for like 8 years, but that he's never been to a Diddy party, he's never hung out with him, that he tried to stay away from the industry and people because of these type of situations. And I believe that because he's always been anti-industry while still being in an industry. He does his own thing. We have Joe Budden, who was seen dancing with Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
He's worked with Diddy.
Has photos with Diddy.
He has photos with Diddy. He seemed like he was friends with Diddy, right? Not necessarily close, but now he came out. He said, I was not friends with that guy. I was not friends with that guy.
He's never called him his friend. He called him his boss.
Yeah, he was like, I worked with him, but that was it. I never went to like the after hours of these parties. I've been at parties, but I never saw him do nothing like this. And he said, don't include me in that list of the freak off tapes. I'm not in any of these freak off tapes. So we have everyone coming out and now stating like, for the record, I'm not affiliated with this. We got the Megan Fox old post deleted. We got the Usher hacking situation. The Pink's old post being
They probably
deleted.
have photos that they knew were there.
Yeah.
And tweets. My thing is this, Vic. It goes back to my point. This is why the industry's in the state it's in. And it's going to get worse. We're going to see less people cooperating, collaborating. Because if you think about it, bro, niggas don't need evidence. They just need to not like you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, and I realized that when I was under Joe's and Charlamagne's post. I'm like, niggas like, nah, you're lying. You niggas is liars. You're weirdos. You niggas was definitely at that party. And it's like, how do y'all know that? How do y'all actually know that this person is the type of person to do this? It's just y'all hate them so much, you believe anything. So imagine how everyone feels right now. Everyone's like, bro, I didn't even have to really be there. There was a whole argument about Beyonce's been at one of the parties. People were pulling up videos. People who are at the parties with Beyonce are pulling up videos, bro. Niggas like, bro, Beyonce was never at a freak off. Bro, niggas will believe anything nowadays. I would stay away from that shit if I'm in the industry.
We literally have also, let me pull it up right now. Noel sent me, we have Meek Mill. Meek Mill with a tweet as well.
He's crashing out.
Meek Mill basically doing similar to what I'm saying right here. We have Meek Mill with a tweet a couple hours ago saying, I want to hire an investigative team $100,000 cash, $100K cash to find out every specific detail involving Meek Mill name to Diddy case. I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving Meek, anything to do with Buddy. Something not right. Basically, he is trying his best to say, like, hey, I have nothing to do with Puffy, with Diddy, even though I have so many photos with Diddy, right? He's poolside with Diddy.
Matching shirts
with Diddy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But none of this is proof that he's in freak offs.
But he's like, yo, I was cool with the guy, but I didn't do nothing illegal with the guy, right? And that is the case. That may be obviously the case with a lot of these people because, like Charlamagne the God hinted at, everyone was at these parties. Everyone would go to these parties, right? This is the famous video of Diddy and Meek that people have always made sus jokes about for years.
King son, man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
This is so crazy.
People said this was not a pool of water. This whole time was a pool of baby oil. This whole time, and we found out why now because we got 1,000 bottles found. But they've always been close, right? They've always been cool.
It's like what man calls another man daddy?
But that's that old school shit though.
That is that old school shit.
Diddy old school shit, right? The daddy.
Diddy's been doing that for years.
Was a daddy.
I get it, but still,
it's a
you
different era now.
grown-ass man.
But still do that is like outdated.
But old niggas
that
are
I
like
love
that.
you is crazy too.
Old
though.
black people are like
I
that.
love you.
They don't give
I
up their
love
traditions.
I ain't gonna say that shit to you niggas, bro.
Nigga, I love you.
I
It's
love
like,
you.
I
In the
love,
pool.
I love you, my
This
G.
is just
You know
where I
what
get
I'm
frustrated.
That's essential.
I hate
Yo,
when
that's
people
what I'm
say,
saying.
yo, be serious, bro. Like, they definitely were doing shit. Y'all don't know that. And you know how terrifying that is to put on someone's body?
Because especially if they were that stupid enough to do it and then also put it in our face like that, that would be crazy.
That'll be crazy. I'm never comfortable with spreading lies or rumors about people because it's like, you don't really know, like, where this could take this person's life.
Look
Like,
what
I don't like
what
to be around
Charlamagne
none of
said.
these motherfuckers, no way. Number two, I talk too much shit about a lot of these motherfuckers
be at
that
the
want to be in
party.
rooms with them. That's not how we get down. I've never gotten down like that. Like, I build my own industry. That's old school industry to me.
Yeah.
I've never been to a Diddy party. I was funny, I was having this conversation.
You never been to a Diddy party, right? So you made sure to put that out there. We have Joe Budden.
For the last time, can y'all take me off the list of names that y'all think is on these tapes?
So everyone's putting it out there, you know. And at the same time, I guarantee you that people have their legal teams getting ready and geared up for all of this.
Because, yo, let's also be honest. When you're young in the industry, you're not going to go to the Diddy party if you're invited. You're going to go there. You're going to build connections. You guys have to stop. This is part of business. Part of business is going in these environments and talking to these people so you can get opportunities.
And networking.
You're going to, so no one's going to mention that Kendrick Lamar was at a Diddy party. No one's going to mention that J. Cole was at a Diddy party. That's how the altercations happened. We're just not going to talk about that.
Drake was at Diddy parties as well.
But you're not going to throw your Lord and Savior down the bus. And you're not going to throw J. Cole, your Dreamville Savior, down the... Nah, because they're fucking hypocrites. This shit be pissing me off, bro.
Here's the arrest footage that we didn't watch yet of Diddy, right? So this happened last week, Tuesday. Diddy walked into his hotel. This was in Manhattan, downtown New York. He walked in, and then the feds were there. Right? To his surprise, they grabbed him. His team played back. They seem to have walked upstairs with him to a room, maybe their room or his room. They took the elevator. He looked like he was like in a robe vibe. Looks like a robe. And then you see them minutes later walking back down with Diddy. Probably after reading him his rights, explaining the situation. And it seems like it's still broad daylight. They walk out with Diddy.
You heard the clone theory?
Oh, there's always gonna be a clone theory.
So funny.
The internet is undefeated with shit.
They like edited his face. It was so
and then we see the footage right here, him walking out, leaving the hotel in handcuffs, in a robe. All right. And we also have, what I have right here, we also have the island, right? The Love Island. This is the Love Island that he would take Young Miami to. This was in 2022. So Diddy owns this island. It's an island that he owns. What is going to happen next with Diddy? Are we going to get a Diddy interview like Gayle King and R. Kelly?
I don't think so.
Are we gonna get anything of that nature? Does he ever win the public sympathy back? I think it's long gone. I think there's no coming back from this.
I think R. Kelly did it because he was desperate and he knew he was running out of money. He was going to go to jail. Diddy has been very quiet. You notice that? Very quiet. He's played this very well. I think he'll get some time. I still think he's getting time sentenced. A couple years. I don't see him going to jail for life, though.
And shout out to London, right? London reached out. I did an interview with London Talk TV. You know what I'm saying? Because of the Diddy case. You know what I'm saying? The Diddler got me going international.
The Brits needed to hear from Vibe.
Yeah, man. They got the Cap podcast. The Cap podcast coming from America to talk about the Diddy case here in London. That's the worst accent that anyone's ever done of London people.
That's fine.
And
Next
best
is
believe
David.
they're not getting you back on there again, bro.
You just got to interview Dave next. So you
Listen,
redeem yourself.
man, but that was crazy. I'm like, oh, wow, they want me to get on there as an insider about the Diddy case. I'm covering this shit like my life depends on it. I'm not going to lie to you. There's so many situations and so many things pertaining to this that I'm going to be on top of for you guys to keep you updated as time goes forward. Is that the last thing I have on Diddy? I believe so.
Before you continue, no, I have Noel definitely saying networking because he has been to a Diddy party. I've not been to a Diddy party, but I've been to parties where people go to solely network.
I mean, the way you was holding that baby oil, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Holding that shit like a pro.
I can't.
You know how many times did you count how many times he put that on his hand? Legit, while you were talking?
Oh no, he was daydreaming. Or
Exactly.
yeah, basically.
I was trying to get y'all excited.
Why would we get excited?
Because he's following in Diddy's footsteps.
Let's say you're next. You're going down.
I'm already excited enough, man.
This
I'm
nigga's
alive.
going down.
I just need life. I don't need nothing else, buddy.
I just need butt.
All right.
I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
You're definitely next then.
When it comes to this is breaking news today, right? We have officially what it seems like Drake addresses the Diddy situation. Drake addresses the Diddy rumors. Diddy is now facing jail time. He's still not facing. Diddy is in jail. He's been denied bail, sex trafficking charges, racketeering, and we have a lot of celebrities now saying they never partied with Diddy. They're deleting old posts. Drake on his Finsta posted a scene from The Big Short, the famous movie The Big Short, and we will play the scene right now real quick to show you guys the exact reference point of Drake's response to the Diddy situation, right? This is The Big Short 2015 movie. Jared Venett and Lawrence Field learn about Dr. Barry's CDS deal. And this is Ryan Gosling, famous Ryan Gosling, when they break the third wall during the movie and they look at the camera and they talk to the people and they say this.
Shit deal. No, it's for real. I told you we'd meet later. Unfortunately, it's in a place like this, which I would never be. I never hung out with these idiots after work, ever. I had fashion friends.
I never hung out with these idiots ever. I have fashion friends. So he states this while he is at a company party where people are drinking and partying and going crazy, doing their thing. And he's saying, I've never hung out with these idiots. I have fashion friends, right? Drake posted this on his Finsta. Literally the quotes of this movie. And we have, I think I only had that there. But if you go on, let's go to, Noel said King Jared. Let's look up King Jared. King Jared is a known Drake fan that tweets a lot pertaining to Drake all the time. He covers everything. But if you go on King Jared right here, he posted the Finsta's post, right? So we have Drake's post. And this is the movie quote, right? I never hung out with these idiots after work ever, right? I had fashion friends. This is on the PlotTwist 100 gigs actual account. Now, why would Drake do this? The timing is obviously because of the Diddy situation. Now we have Drake on his own Finsta subliminally telling people like, oh, I never hung out with these guys, by the way. My friends were different, etc. Seemingly like he knows that Diddy did what he did or has done something to the level of that he didn't want to be around it.
Yeah.
Right. And for those who don't remember, this can also tie back to that viral story years ago where Drake and Diddy got into an argument in a actual nightclub.
Yeah.
And there's video.
That's the video when he's trying to run back in.
Yes,
right?
the famous
Yeah.
video of Drake running in and back into the nightclub. Right. Let's find it. Diddy, Drake fight nightclub. This shit's crazy. Oh, we pop up right away. 50 Cent, Diddy. Yo, imagine this video is like impossible to find right now.
They probably deleted it.
Like, it's one of those videos where people scrape. I remember Drake allegedly scraped it.
Probably did scrape it just to not be associated with that day.
If the chat has a link, send a link to the chat, and Marluna will send it here, because we want to find. There's a video where Drake's running back into the nightclub after allegedly fighting Diddy, punching Diddy or getting punched by Diddy.
Oops.
It might be this. Let's see. No.
I remember in my head, it's not the Mandela effect. That should exist.
Imagine it's the Mandela effect. We never say it again.
That'd be crazy, bro.
Drake runs in the nightclub. Drake runs into club. It might have been a strip club. Right here.
You got it?
Drake storms into the nightclub to allegedly confront Diddy. And I know the story by memory. For those who don't remember, who remembers a song that goes by 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. That song is Drake's song that he did with The Game. But whose song was it initially? It was Diddy's song, right? And then Diddy was mad at Drake for doing that record without Diddy. And
You said with The Game?
Yeah, so basically, I think it might have been actually just the production issue. So the producer, the beat, right?
Yeah, because The Game isn't on it.
And then 0 to 100, no? Or is that The Game? No, that's a different one.
That's
What's the
a-
one? What's the Game one?
The one with The Game you're talking
Y'all
about.
better not come to my studio with that fake shit.
That's a different song.
100.
Yeah, it's a different song.
I think it's called
Oh, but it mentions
It's
a
called 100.
But it's a 100 on it.
Yeah, the 0 to 100 is a completely different
But
song.
what's the name of that 0 to 100 song?
It's 0 to 100.
0 to
Oh, it's really 0 to 100?
Yeah, 0 to 100.
Oh, pardon me, guys.
And then the one with The Game is called 100. And it's The Game song.
Yeah, it's a Game song.
Featuring
Okay,
Drake.
so the Drake song
it's
is
on that album he dropped.
Yeah, so the Drake song is without The Game, because that's before that song. This is an older song.
Yeah.
0 to 100, nigga, real quick. That song. So that song, 0 to 100, nigga, real quick, was Diddy's song, right? And Drake took it, and that was the alleged issue. And then we have, fast forward, Drake dropping one of the best Drake songs of all time, in my opinion. Was it 9 p.m. in Calabasas? Or 9 a.m. in Calabasas?
I thought it was 7 a.m. in Calabasas. No, yeah, 7 a.m.
Bro, just even these, I'm going to look up the lyrics. Look at these lyrics, bro. This was a Diddy diss. Calabasas. Drake. 4 p.m. in Calabasas. 4 p.m. in Calabasas was a Diddy diss by Drake. Right? He literally samples, I believe, like, isn't it it's like a, what's it called? This is all on the care package, but this was on OVO SoundCloud. And this goes back to
June
2016.
This is when he was beefing with Meek. This nigga
So
was
it's
hot.
8 years ago, right? He throws jabs at Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and 4 p.m. Calabasas. And he goes here, right? You promote, self-promote as a janky. We didn't die like the Yankees. I want to get to the exact lines because I remember this shit. This shit was hard. Right? Boom, 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 boom. He said something about Bad Boy. Bad Boy. Drake, blah, blah. I think it's one whole verse, the whole song. There's no hook.
Do Control F and type in Bad Boy.
Oh, he goes here, don't push me because I'm too uneasy nowadays. These guys move so greasy nowadays. I'll tell you my life story, but they won't believe me when I say it. Save my stories for down the line. I'm too hot ahead of the curve every time. Just total the hits and see what you find. You SWV because you weak and I'm always on your mind. Right? And Total was signed to Bad Boy Records. And this was a pun, a twist on the line, right? 2 week lines, the rappers, what does it say here? Total was signed to Bad Boy Records. SWV lasts longer as a group, subliminal. maybe, but it also reference to SWV's hit songs Weeks.
bar. Wow.
You're always on your mind. And then also at the end he goes, and you won't stop, can't stop, make you dance to this. Ah ha 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 ha. Bad breed, bad boy. That's right. Bad Boy Records, right? And he's like mimicking and mocking like Puffy, right? Bad boy, right? Can't stop, won't stop, right? Can't stop, won't stop. Famous Diddy lyrics. This is all like a Diddy subliminal diss, but it's also just a hit. This shit was fire. When this shit dropped, this shit was crazy, right? Meanwhile, Drizzy over there, make you want dance to this. I roll big body. See Chris Jenner, I beat twice and I wave. The rest of you boys, I blow keeks right in your face. This shit was hard as fuck. All she want to do is get high and listen to party. She complain until the driver drop her off at Barney's. My summer diet is just rose and calamari. Okay, you got it started. Right. So this goes back to then, and now think about it. If they still are at a standstill of this like this, why would Drake come out and support Diddy? He's not. So what he's gonna do is make a subliminal post saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm not cool with these guys. Like I wouldn't hang out with them. I'll do my own parties, but it'll be different. You know, I have fashion friends. I'm not with these industry friends."
That's cool, but you on live saying I'm be at one of your parties soon.
That is true, right?
Cock eating like crazy. He was saying, "Yo, we took your blueprint from Howard." With the two sons in the back looking like NPCs. They look like Sims characters.
Yeah, we have it.
Oh, there's nobody else that can tell me that where it means more, because you've seen it all, done it all. You know what I'm saying? And now all my brothers behind me, we're trying to do the same thing, following your footsteps. You know, every night we're out here pounding the pavement, doing what we can do, and we all take care of each other. So it's like you passing the traditions and the hustle on to us. We appreciate it, man. For real. For real.
Yeah, no doubt. Love you, bro.
You know, there's nobody else.
Love you, bro.
I love you so much, man. I hope y'all stay safe. I hope I can come to your house soon, or you can come to my house soon.
Yeah, we can't wait. We can't wait. No doubt, we love you.
Diddy look like he fresh off the oil.
But I see through this shit completely. This was during the pandemic when Diddy was doing the telethon. He was raising money, and he added Drake.
No, it looks all fake as fuck.
They never went to each other's house after this.
No.
This was like after the disses and the whole smacking and the fighting at the club, like years after. But they never. It was never. You can tell that.
No, they don't like each other.
Yeah,
that is the fakest smile.
And look at this. This is rumored, right? But the game allegedly says that Diddy was attempting to set up Drake in L.A. Look at this on Vlad.
In L.A. at one point. What exactly was that about? What about how you found out that they're trying to set up Drake in L.A. at one point? What exactly was that about?
That was about like him and Diddy were beefing, right? They had a little beef over something in Miami outside of Liv.
I think Diddy allegedly assaulted him or something. I think it was over the Start from the Bottom beat, where I guess it's supposed to go to Diddy and Drake took it and something silly like that.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about Started from the Bottom, I don't know what Diddy would have did with that beat.
I know.
It's like a Drake beat.
0 to 100. That's Start from the Bottom.
There were like calls, going around LA, and it was like, Drake here, Drake there, who will run up on him. I'm not saying it, it didn't come from Diddy directly, but LA get tricky. So
game was
when
crazy.
they
They're
are
saying
they
this
are
on
here,
camera.
no matter who
I
it is,
never saw
some
this.
people that are gonna get called, and I'm one of those people. So I had privy, Drake to a little information. Like I said, I don't know where it came from, but I always, it's like my brother. So I hit him. I told him like, yo, this is what it is, but I got you. We over here, and I'm pretty heavy, so we straight.
This makes sense. This is what the song 100's about.
That's what that was about.
There's no way that whole
he was in the hood.
Diddy. Yeah, he was in the hood, and he said niggas was trying to set him up.
But on top. Oh wow, that's a good point. Let's look up that lyric then to tie that in. But remember when the game didn't pick a side.
Mm-hmm. It was around the same time.
It was because of this. No, I'm talking about recently though. The game didn't pick a side.
Oh, I know what you mean. But if you look
people
at,
were like, oh, because Drake's his boy.
4 p.m. in Calabasas came out right around when 100 came out. 100 came out in 2016, 2017, bro. I remember vividly.
100.
Someone donated 5. Jamal, appreciate that. He says, I
Yeah,
know
look,
it's
there
been
it is.
months, but have you
Told you,
heard
2015,
that
never
the
mind.
mole
Same
Dot
round.
was referring to was Mike Zombie? He has a song from 8 years ago called 616.
No, I didn't know that. Send that in the chat. I'll check it out for next pod. We'll cover that next week. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, this song, the hook goes, y'all better not come to my studio with that fake shit. Y'all better not come to my funeral with that fake shit. All I ever kept to on and blah, blah, blah. But then, doesn't the game say something about setting up? Drake told me not to trust you niggas. Your energy off, you're finicky. I rush you niggas. Just walk around the crib. We pass to the strap. My city, everybody knows it. Tuck my forms. LA be craziest. These niggas be on some shady shit. Niggas will run up in your car, catch you off guard. Like the Lil Wayne and Baby shit. 40, I'm fucked up. Tax you up. It's over your blood money. Niggas is jealous of you. They wrap it up. You better be committing suicide. Blah, blah, blah. Niggas are called. Oh, he goes right up in the beginning. The game says so. And also remember the game. So the game on Vlad alleged that Diddy, around the time when Drake was beefing with Diddy in L.A., they tried to kill Drake, and the game was a part of the people basically that made that call or got that call to like let it be known. And then he told Drake, "Hey, heads up, I got you. I'll protect you in case you need it." And then on the song, the other song, that's crazy. So Drake did 0 to 100, and then Diddy got mad because he took that beat. But then on the song 100 with the game, we have the game saying, "Niggas called me to set you up, want me to come and wet you up, cause you are out of town, nigga, like Biggie. Heard about the shit with Diddy, so I came through to vest you up." What the fuck?
He told you, bro. He
This is a hit record.
I remember this.
That we were just playing, and this
I
shit was
remember-
about some
No.
crazy like murder
Bro,
shit
but
the whole
niggas
time.
knew at the time, bro. He said it as clear as day, bro. And Drake spoke about it. I remember this, bro. I just thought I thought Game was lying. Because he's a liar.
Jamal with $2 again. He says explains the "What would Michael do" bar.
No, I'm literally just looked it up.
What would Michael do?
So listen to this. Mike Zombie is signed to OVO Sound. He made a song called 616 10 years ago. What would Mike do? Mike Zombie.
Yeah.
I just want to hear if the beat matches.
What's the Drake song? 0 to 100. 0 to 100.
It's called 0 to 100.
No, it's not coming up. Drake. Oh, the catch up. It is called 0 to 100. Why is it not coming up on Genius? That's weird.
You might have to write it in complete.
Found it now. Yeah, so 0 to 100 was 2014. The 100 song with the game was 2015. That's crazy.
Mike Zombie also produced "Started from the Bottom," by the way.
It's funny. Joe Budden talked about him in his this. He called it. How many times you could have put Zombie on a track?
Oh yeah, Zombie on the track. Started from the bottom, now we here.
Now you took another song from Zombie
Yeah,
on the track. Yeah, I remember that. This.
Damn. Yeah, but yeah, so Drake is I think it's Drake circling back. Yes, we saw him on Instagram Live, but now he's telling you guys, hey, by the way, no, I'm not cool with Diddy, and I don't go to his parties.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
I believe. If this, here's the thing about Game. Game will lie, but you know he's lying because he's not consistent. He's been consistent with this story.
He has been.
So I'm gonna give that to Game. Now, does that exonerate everything that's been said about Drake? No, God bless. But God bless his heart. But when it comes to his Diddy shit, I believe it. I don't think they're friends. I think they hate each other drastically.
That's crazy though. Someone that might hate Drake, right? Future. Future dropped this brand new mixtape, but it's an album. It's called Mixtape Pluto. In my opinion, I still think that Future is the MVP for the year so far, 2024.
I agree.
Both albums with Metro Boomin were fire as hell. Amazing, right? I think great albums. I think the first one is album of the year. We Don't Trust You. Metro Boomin and Future. That first album is album of the year so far for me. This third album by Future, Mixtape Pluto, is the worst one of the three.
You think so?
Yes, and I think it's one of Future's worst projects that he's released, but it still has good ass music on it. Plutoski might be my favorite song aside from
I love
the record about his friend dying from Fentanyl. Lost my friend. Lost my boy to friend. Nobody couldn't absorb it. I'm like, God damn, it's just scientific talking about absorbing the fentanyl and this and that. So it's like a fucking science class. This guy's going in. And then the record, Plutoski, you got him literally groaning as if like he was waking up from his bed. He goes
on a pretty crazy run.
This shit's hard.
Yeah.
This shit's hard. It sounds good. I'm like, this shit's hard as fuck,
The
right?
first 5 songs are pretty crazy. He had to cut this down though. It's way too many songs.
But it's too long.
Yeah, it's too long.
It's too long. Some songs are too short. Some songs are too long.
Yeah.
I think he needed features. I think there's a lot of things that could have happened on this project that did not happen.
It sounds like he's trying to get out of a deal.
Yeah, I think that this was a contract. I think it was Marloon. I told you it wasn't you. I was telling Marloon, I'm like off camera. I was like, yo, I think this is like a contract situation. Like, why would he release this? I think it's because he wants to get out of a record deal, maybe re-sign for another record deal, something of that nature.
He probably has great music on the tuck that he didn't drop here.
Yeah, because why drop this?
Yeah.
This felt like there was no reason to drop this. You didn't need to drop this. I literally was telling Metro Boomin, I'm like, bro, you guys need to drop a music video to Fried. Like, there's a lot of songs that you guys have on these albums. That's 2 albums you guys dropped.
You think Kanye would do it?
That could do music videos and that could be rolled out and could be like actual, like more anthems. Put money behind them.
Yeah.
They're some of the best songs this year. Some of the best songs Future's ever made.
Yeah.
But then, I'm fried.
I just don't think Fried's gonna get an. Yo, I really think Kanye's gonna start touring again.
But
Off
what
the
does that have
money
to do
he's
with
making.
Kanye? Kanye's not on this song.
He's not on Fried, nigga.
No.
Am I
He
losing
has
my
a
mind
different. He has
today?
another song, I think.
Called Fried. No, he has a song called Fried.
Maybe, yeah.
On
Maybe
the,
on Vultures.
On the Vultures too.
On
Nigga, am I bugging?
You're bugging, bro.
You're
Vultures
I might
too.
be bugging.
Get Kanye out your mouth.
Too much baby oil in your mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
And
There is a Fried. Yeah.
It's different.
I'm bugging. It is different.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. Yo, bro, there's
That's
so
different.
much. There's two. Yeah, there is.
But people
they
are
both
using
have
that
Fried.
phrase more than ever, so that's
I
why it's
know,
becoming
yeah.
a thing in
I'm
hip
losing
hop.
my mind.
But yeah, I think it could have been better. And I'm sorry, that's how I feel. But the more you play it, the more it gets better. But that's damn near with anything. Don't get me wrong. At this point, I've come to realize that's damn near with anything in life. But I still think he's the MVP of the year. It's not Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar needs to give me an album, a project this year for him to get the MVP of the year. I'm sorry. He could be the runner-up. I'll give him the runner-up. But I still need a Kendrick Lamar project because, yes, he did win the beef. He's had one of the craziest years. I'm talking about all around, like someone that's been consistent with releases, projects, something that you can account for the discography. These Kendrick Lamar records, we don't know if it's ever going to be on an album. They might just be loosey. Some of these still are on Instagram only. We don't know what's going to happen with these records,
I
right?
don't think any of those samples got cleared.
Yeah. And yeah, he defeated Goliath. One of the best, I think it is the best beef in hip rap history. And one of the best rap beef execution by any rapper of all time, Kendrick Lamar. And it's going to be probably a long distance between someone else comes and does what he did consistently back to back. But MVP of the year, I'm going to give it to Future right now. I'm going to give it to Future. But don't get me wrong. I think next month, October, I think Kendrick Lamar dropping his album. And upon that album releasing, he gets the MVP title for me easily, right away.
Depends how good it is.
Nah, I think without it could be just good. Now, if it's bad or horrible, and I doubt it's going to be a horrible album. He cannot drop a horrible album.
If it's close to Mr. Morale, I'm good. He's not MVP.
Mr. Morale was a good album. It's just what the timing, the energy. I think it's his worst album, but it's still a good album. It's still a good album. This guy, show no face.
I don't like it.
Show no
I don't
one's
like
face.
that album.
Yo, bro, half that album is so like it's just noise.
It's still a good album, man.
It's noise. Like
Druski,
like that
Druski and
again-
Rubi Rose were seen kissing, making out. They had a public relationship, right? But a lot of people were saying it's fake. It's fake. It has to be fake. They both work with Prize Picks. It has to be fake. Rubi Rose confirmed that this shit was fake. She said it was fake and it was just for marketing. She said, and for the record, I never slept with that man. He paid for PR, not the pussy. He is funny and nice though. I only give it up if I'm in love. I don't care how much money a nigga got. I'm rich as fuck. LOL.
Someone says, so you was in love with Birdman?
So, but at the same time, I think she looks stupid.
Dumb as fuck. I don't know
I
why
think she looks
said that.
stupid. She looks stupid because you're still trying to kind of downplay the situation. If you do that, you're downplaying. You should downplay yourself because you partaked in this,
Facts.
right? You're saying like, oh, like that, like as if this would never happen, right? For the record,
Very dumb.
but you partaked in it, and it's like, oh, so so niggas can pay you to kiss and shit, like in public and take photos with you, you know. I didn't know she was an actress. Does she want to say that she was acting?
That's
Like,
how she
is this her acting career
I won the
now?
World Gift for $50.
Is this the 2024 version of Meryl
I got
Streep?
50 bucks itching
Is this
in my
Meryl
pocket
Streep
right
now? Is she Meryl Streep?
I'm gonna say this as respectfully as I possibly can. The way she said it was like fucking with Druski was degrading.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, I'm sorry, sweetie, but you have no talent.
Yeah.
If you were ugly, no one would care about you.
Yeah.
Druski actually has talent. He's actually creating content in multiple ways.
Yeah.
So like, I really have to respect Druski here because he didn't say shit. He
He didn't
ate
say shit.
that. That's so respectable.
He got for like a song, like subliminally, but like it
don't
was like a
care.
love song or something in response, but like laughing. But it wasn't. He's not gonna. He's probably not gonna downplay her or nothing. He's not gonna because she already did what she said.
Yeah. And bro, she's just a girl that's gonna age out. She's gonna be Amber Rose in a few years.
And we're gonna act like a nigga like Druski can't get a girl like Rubi Rose. Let's
on, bro.
stop it.
Let's stop.
He could get a girl better than Rubi Rose. Like we gotta stop it.
Yeah, niggas.
Rubi
is
Rose
getting
is a complete idiot. She's shown that she's an idiot in all these interviews, right? She's tweeted bullshit.
I don't think she's dumb. I think she's smart. She comes from a very smart family.
Oh, I think she's an idiot though.
I think she's a master manipulator.
She's but she has slept with these rappers.
Yeah.
Allegedly when she was a minor.
Of course. Yeah.
Basically is admitted to it on camera. Has emphasized it.
The rappers have admitted it.
You know, and she's partaked in this instead of sharing the fuck up about it, and she's okay with it. You know, and now she's doing this. I think that's an idiot. You know, she could have had she seems like I see what you mean because wasn't she her family? Where's her family from?
No, they're rich.
They're from Dubai or something like that. Or
Nah, they're from some European
Arab
or Arab country. But
Arab country.
I think the dad is a lawyer and the mom's like a doctor. They're rich as shit, bro.
Yeah, but I know plenty of let's just say I know plenty of lawyer daughters that are whores in this life and are idiots. So it's a possibility, you know.
No, she knows multiple languages.
Oh, really? How many?
I think it's like 4.
Dickanese? What else?
No, she did it, bro. She did an interview. She did an interview, bro. No bullshit. She did an interview. She started speaking different languages. The internet was shocked. I think she studied abroad too for college. Some bullshit like that.
Sounds like you keep up with her shit.
No, but
I think you.
I agree with Vic in the sense of like
you mean like
can
she's probably like
she's
what
cultured,
textbook educated,
but
she lacks social awareness.
And she lacks like the ability to understand you shouldn't do these things. It's not making you look any better. Because like when she talks, bro, it's like I can tell you come from a very educated family. You have an education. You just didn't put it together.
Her music's good.
No, the fuck it isn't.
Her music's good. I'll give you that much.
It's terrible.
I'll give you a compliment there. I think her music's good.
You're lying.
No, I think her music's good. I'm not gonna play it right
her
now.
Her butt is not that fat. I'm sorry, bro. Yo, I'm never playing into that, bro. Rubi Rose is a terrible artist.
No, I think her music's good.
She has a nice thing.
Nice discography, right, Marlon?
Yeah.
She has a nice discography. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, was seen on Jamie Foxx's Instagram Live, right? Jamie Foxx, who disappeared for a while, he was in a coma, and now he's going to do, I think, like a special stand-up or like a special event live, basically talking about his life and explaining to people what he went through in his life.
Didn't he just walk his daughter down the
huge
aisle?
health scare.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he walked his daughter down the aisle. She got married over the weekend. But Jamie Foxx barely goes on Instagram Live. All of a sudden, Jamie Foxx, who's friends with Jerry Jones, a Cowboys fan, he's hanging out with Jerry Jones. He's on Instagram Live, and he captures Jerry Jones reading on a piece of paper, and Jerry Jones names players, their heights, and also their penis sizes. And it's captured on camera. He said like an 8.5-inch cock. Then Jamie Foxx ends the Instagram Live.
That's so funny.
This has gone super viral, right? Because NFL players, traditionally, you know, the most dominant and the best NFL players have been black, right? So the owners of the NFL teams have always been dominantly and overly white. So it's giving, like the kids say nowadays, it's giving slave owners with the slaves, and the slaves are the players. Going back to the Colin Kaepernick and the everything, people have always said this, right?
Do you remember what I said about Jerry Jones?
About him specifically? Oh, say it. What happened, what he did in the past?
So Jerry Jones, back when desegregation was taking place in schools and colleges, as a high school student, Jerry Jones attended an anti-desegregation rally. There's a photo of him in the crowd with the protesters. His argument, he was just watching.
Even Stephen A. Smith tried to justify it. Stephen A. Smith, a big, Jerry Jones friend, supporter. But let's play the clip.
Niggas in the history books being racist.
Look at this, bro.
Yo, you know how crazy
Shout
that
to
is?
Glock Topics. He was at practice, I think. Or scrimmage, whatever we call it.
Stay up. Stay up. Show a little balance right there. Hey, that's pretty good right there. He showed balance. 5'9.5", 210. 5'9", 210. 4'1". Okay. 9 and 3-inch head. 8.5-inch dick.
Bro, what the fuck?
He's reading from a paper, bro.
It does give slave owner
Now, do you
vibes.
think that literally says it? Like, what the fuck's happening at the Cowboys? You guys are out there like measuring your dicks in the locker room, and Jerry Jones
You never
knows
heard
your
the story
dick
about
sizes.
Micah Parsons?
Playing swords.
Let me make sure it's Micah Parsons before I say what I'm about
those
to
are not
say.
put nothing on nobody's body.
No, but this is a very bad story about Micah
But
Parsons.
he's been friends, Jerry Jones, with Jamie Foxx throughout the years. Jamie Foxx has always been a supporter of the Cowboys fan, always at the games, etc.
So do you want to hear it?
What's the story?
Michael Parsons is on he's on the line for the Cowboys.
The Cowboys lineman.
When he was a player for PSU, a student came out in 2019, and there's documents on this, talking about how in the locker room he held him down with other students and tried to like sexually assault him.
Who held him down?
Michael Parsons.
Held who
Parsons
down?
held down another student.
Oh my God.
This is a very well-known joke on Twitter. Michael Parsons has multiple cases of like accusations when he was in Penn State of people trying to rape other players.
Yeah.
So like, whatever the fuck happened to the Cowboys is nasty.
The Cowboys organization needs to be investigated immediately. Immediately. Because I'll be damned if just because you're paying me millions of dollars to throw around a leather ball and put my life at risk, you get to know my penis size and you get to share it and you get to document it and compare it to others as if like that matters in football. Like, am I gonna get paid more? Are you selling me as a entity? Am I an animal? Like, what? That's just weird, bro.
Yeah.
And even if that was a joke, right? Let's say it's a joke. For him to make it, out of all people,
Crazy.
you should have some self-awareness. Like, you've already faced enough criticism and enough controversy as the owner of the Cowboys. People have been saying that you should sell the Cowboys for years.
For years.
America's team.
You've been running into the fucking ground.
Now is the time to sell it, Jerry. You know, and if I'm the players and I see this, especially if I'm a new player on the Cowboys, imagine being a rookie. You'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. Even if he was joking, that's how they look at us? That's how this white older man that owns us, owns this team, looks at us? By our penis size? It's crazy. It's crazy.
You heard what Stephen A. Smith said about Tua?
What do you say?
Oh my God. Bro, he had this whole rant. And he's like, I get where he was coming from, but like, you can't encourage this behavior. This nigga goes, I understand if Tua wants to keep playing football. Because I've been poor before. And I'll do and sacrifice anything for my kids. I didn't even know Stephen A. Smith had kids. He's like, I rarely see my daughter sometimes. And they get upset about it, but they need to understand that I'm making these sacrifices so they can be set for life. So they don't have to starve like I did. Everyone on Twitter was like, in IG, they're like, bro, you do understand that you're advocating for this football player who has a massive concussion to possibly go back out there and lose his life to play football.
It's fucking crazy.
He was really encouraging that shit.
But he does, I think also Stephen A. is, you know, he does that clickbait shit and it works to his benefit. Whereas like he'll say this and like next week he'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm taking it back or whatever. Because to state that and then let's say Tua obviously comes out and let's say doesn't play again.
Or dies.
Or God forbid passes away, Stephen A. Smith's going to have to take that back, that statement. You know? And also we don't know that Tua wants to still play, and if he does, that is for money. That's not confirmed. So Stephen A. to just say that is like, and how much money has he made already? He's probably made enough. He's definitely made millions. He could definitely still make money off of endorsements. He can definitely make money off books, documentaries. There's other ways to make money. He doesn't have to play.
Yeah,
you know?
he could be a coach.
Yeah.
He's a
Now to
quarterback.
say that, oh, I understand why he still wants to play because maybe he's addicted. That's another thing. People get addicted to the passion. They're passionate. They want to keep playing. Look at Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
He still wants to fucking play. Bro, just retire. Just go sit down. Make a family. Keep growing your family.
Yeah.
He wants to still play, etc. It's like, these people feel that way. Nate Robinson, these random NBA players, they still want to keep playing.
But that wasn't his appeal. His appeal was, his argument was, if I have to provide for my family, I'm gonna make irrational sacrifices. And I'm like, Stephen A., you going to work to criticize and comment on athletes is one thing. Going on a field to die, or becoming a literal vegetable is not the same thing.
Completely. Speaking of slavery, Drake, remember when Drake was on tour last year, back-to-back tours with J. Cole? There was one when he was with 21 Savage. Then his tour turned to a tour with J. Cole, right? And in some dates, Travis Scott came out. It was a back-to-back tour. We've never seen Drake tour like this ever before in life. And people were like, oh my God, why is he touring so much? Why is he touring so much? Now we have his ex-girlfriend, Johnny Blaze, leaking private messages with Drake, voice memos and texts. And during one of the texts, Johnny Blaze states that, or Drake allegedly is stating to Johnny Blaze verbatim, right now my life is on slave to Live Nation mode. So please don't take it personal. I just got 7 shows left, got to finish, etc., etc. Live Nation runs the touring game. Basically, they're damn near a monopoly with touring, and Drake has a Live Nation contract. Live Nation contracts go for millions and millions of dollars. Drake is telling this girl that I'm a slave to Live Nation, right? Obviously, he could be joking or just like, I think, feeding into it to get her, some Drake. Drake talks to bunch of girls.
Yeah.
It's like a way to get her off my dick. Get off my dick, but it's like, oh, I'm a slave to Live Nation, blah, blah, blah.
Or a truth in a joke.
Or a truth in the joke as well. Because for him to know, he has to know, like, these girls be clout demons, bro. These girls are clout demons. Like, if you're going to send her something privately, just be cautious and know that it might come out publicly. This seems to be a message that has some valid truth to it, right? Drake recently also seems to be kind of subliminally coming at his own record label with them taking down his song on Instagram, UMG. Drake right now is obviously off a tour.
Yeah.
Drake is still dropping random songs on Instagram, etc. Maybe he is leaning towards becoming anti-industry and trying to get out of his deals like we've been hoping that he's been trying to do, hopefully. This is another sign of that being a possibility.
You know what's funny too, Vic, that you said that the other day? I was really thinking, I'm like, did this nigga really make $400 million back? And then I really thought about it. We don't know what the numbers are for real. Bro, off 2 tours, one with fucking J. Cole.
Yeah, because the number was $400 million. That's what
tour.
That's what was rumored for the first tour, $400 million.
And then he does the second one, and he has the album. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, this nigga might have hit over $400 million. He might have gave them their money back, plus profit. That's probably why he's like, all right, I gave you way more than you ever thought you'd get.
Yeah.
Get me the fuck out of this deal.
And people were saying his show sucked live. Right, it wasn't like how he could get it to.
Yeah.
The performances were whatever, but maybe it's because he was on slave to Live Nation mode,
and he didn't want to put real effort.
He was just doing that to get a check.
He's a genius, by the way, if that's how he did this. Because, bro, when you think about it, what artist can recoup 400 million plus in a year with one album?
It's very rare. It's very rare. Young Dolph. Today we have confirmation. Young Dolph's murder trial is underway in Memphis, Tennessee, and the prosecutors claiming that Big Juke, Yo Gotti's brother, who passed away as well recently after Young Dolph passed away, that Big Juke put out a hit of $100,000 on Young Dolph for Young Dolph's life, right? He was willing to pay $100,000 to have Young Dolph killed. This was in Memphis. Suspects accused of murdering Young Dolph included also Justin Johnson, who was in court today for the trial. That started today, right? This has been confirmed today from the prosecutors. They're bringing these claims to light. They have also footage of Young Dolph. I'll play some of the footage prior to him passing away. This is the last footage of Young Dolph, his last seconds alive, right? This shit's crazy. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. He's his last seconds alive. He pulls up to the cookie store to buy cookies in Memphis. Right there, Young Dolph in his famous Ferrari, the paint job that everyone can spot. That's a Corvette. Oh, Corvette. He had like 5 cars like that though.
Yeah. Basically all his cars
are
That's him right there.
The chain around his neck. Is that the PO? And that's Marcus behind.
Right. He's with his security guard, his brother. And then the worker is working. She seems to be seeing something, and then she runs off to the back. Then we have the outside footage of the white Mercedes pulling up. Gentleman with the gun. And I'll just stop it there. You guys know the rest. We don't need to show this gruesome situation. But, yeah, that shit was crazy.
Wild.
And it goes to show you to the extent of how far this shit gets in the streets. Obviously, people are aware with these type of situations, right? But rap beef specifically, right? Yo Gotti and Young Dolph, right? CMG versus Pre-Empire, PRE Empire. This has been a rumored situation throughout the years. And this is, you know, if proven to be true now after the claims in the court from the prosecutors, this is going to be something that confirms basically the reasons behind both deaths, right?
Yeah.
Because
Well, streets know.
Because
Yeah,
Young Dolph
facts.
passed away, and then Big Juke, Yo Gotti's brother put out a hit out. Let's kill Big Juke, and then Big Juke passes away, right? And it's crazy because one would hope, especially Yo Gotti, who's so successful in the industry, multimillionaire, friends with Jay-Z, around billionaires all the time. You would think that he can put a word out to his people and his team and family to let's disassociate between all this. Let's maybe have a peace treaty, right? Let's have a sit down, etc. But some things might just be out of his control.
Yeah.
And this might be a situation where the streets handled it the way they felt was suffice. They had street justice for street justice. But now we have the court dealing with it. And we'll keep you guys updated on the trial. But day one, and already a lot was revealed day one. A lot was revealed day one. From the footage to the accusations. So people might be snitching. People might be telling. More things might come out to light. But it's disgusting to see because, you know, very talented artists. Yo Gotti has amazing music.
Yeah.
Young Dolph, phenomenal artist. And their own artists are amazing. Right? Yo Gotti's behind Glorilla, who's killing it right now. We have
Yo Gotti,
we have Young Dolph's Key
Key
Glock.
Yeah.
Bro.
But honestly, bro, a lot of people don't understand. Like, if a young nigga wants to kill you, that's raps, bro. No OG's telling you to stop. You're gonna do whatever you want. You're gonna crash out. So that could be the case where it's like.
And $100,000 is $100,000. Allegedly, the claims also in the courtroom that no one was paid yet, or they were paid but not enough, like nowhere near.
It was $800.
Yeah, like nowhere near the $100,000. Like
It's
the person
insane.
was paid like $800 up front, some shit like that.
I'm just
It's
saying,
crazy, bro.
You're not gonna give me only $800 and telling me
To catch a body.
Yeah, catch a body. You gotta give me half up front right now, and then we'll talk about it after.
But it just reminds you, like when P&D Rock died, I think they got 5 bands. When X died, it was like
That's
7,
disgusting.
8. Yeah, it was nothing. They got nothing.
Not even 10. Like
It's ridiculous.
they just knew that these kids
That
were probably young. That's what it is.
I remember this too about the X case. One of the niggas that how they caught them is because he snitched.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
he
yeah,
got
yeah.
split the worst. He had like 2. They only gave him like 2 bands.
Yeah, see, and these young niggas over here crashing out for 2 bands, 5 bands. What are you gonna do with that?
A
You ain't
YouTuber
gonna
beef.
move nowhere.
A YouTuber
Wow.
beef that's happening right now. What's the dirt? Right. For those who don't know, What's the Dirt has gone super viral throughout this Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef because he does long form breakdowns, hour long, 2 hours long, breaking down the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef songs, literally word by word, moment by moment, to the point that a lot of people accuse him of reaching. I believe a lot of the stuff that he says is a reach and is not what Kendrick Lamar and Drake really mean by their subs, their disses, their lyrics. But he's highly entertaining and he dedicates a lot of time to his craft, right? This man has gone viral because of the fact that there was a moment during his Family Matters breakdown where he mentions the amount of times that Drake says the N-word, right? And let me play it right here. I believe this is the clip. Let's see. I think this is the clip right here. And this was broken down by Company Man. Shout out to Company Man, who's another former fellow YouTuber. He does a lot of high quality content, breaking down music in the industry throughout the years. He's been around for a while as well. Shout out to Company Man.
I didn't say the N-word for 20 years.
Bro, I could kind of tell.
Oh my God.
So that was What's the Dirt's joke to Company Man, right? So this was him reacting to Company Man's reaction about his Family Matters theory, right? Because he was basically trying to say that Drake said the N-word or the lack of the N-word. Basically, the amount of the N-word being said was for a particular reason, right? And I think it pertained to specifically the race and like, you know, the
It was
race.
his age.
The age?
Yeah, it was that. He said the word nigga 37 times.
Because Drake's
37.
Yeah, so like that's easily a reach, right? But then for a white content creator to be doing that is like, it comes off like, why are you looking so much into the N-word? It's like, I don't think that has anything to do with that. And then to laugh at another black man now who's a content creator and say like, oh, you can tell like he doesn't say the N-word much, etc.
Yeah.
You come off tacky, right? And he had a whole Twitter rant where he was coming at Company Man.
I saw that.
And like he went off, right? He went off. And now
I also want to say this.
Yeah.
He's always been reaching.
Yeah, he's always since day one.
I want to make this very clear. He reached on the Kendrick track and he reached on this one. This is just his bit. Like this is what you do with these breakdowns. You reach.
Yeah. But what happened was he was breaking down the songs, and obviously Kendrick Lamar has more diss songs towards Drake than Drake has towards Kendrick. So he had a lot of the times the Kendrick stands on his side because he was breaking down the Kendrick songs. Now, for the first time ever, he's gotten the most Kendrick stands going at him against him because he did a 2.5 hour video. I think the longest one he might have done possibly for Family Matters, basically a Drake song. So he had the Kendrick stands annihilating him to the point that he said in his response video after all of this, right? Basically his apology video towards him being canceled and everything that he said towards Company Man. He said this. Basically, he's retiring for now, right? He said, I'll be taking a long break from YouTube. Love you guys. And he said, guys, the things I said to Justin, shout out to Justin. So that's Justin. He's the Company Man. Go beyond the beef of Kendrick and Drake. It's got nothing to do with Kendrick or Drake. I was out of pocket with how I spoke to him. There's honestly no more to it than that, right? My opinion is this, right? When you are a white content creator and you are, you know, everything that you do pertains to black culture and black media, you have to read the fucking room and you have to pay your dues and be respectful of the culture because you are basically a guest in the culture, right? We can easily kick you out, etc. when you get to a point of disrespect and when it's like voyeurism, like you're basically here but it's just for your own pure benefit. You're not passionately of the culture, right? And that's wrong with anyone of any kind, but it's more highlightable when you are specifically a white man, right? So What's the Dirt was a prime example of that now in this situation. Now, I think he should have ignored the Kendrick stands.
I agree.
And just kept doing the songs. Instead, he got in over his head about it. He saw the comments. He decided to react for the first time to comments. And he directly targeted this man who happens to be a black content creator who actually was making valid points.
He's being very respectful.
Very respectful, being valid. And instead, then he also makes a racial joke towards this guy.
Which is crazy.
And he leaves it in his reaction. Like he puts it out there like, bro, you know, you edit. You take all the time in the world. You take months to edit a Drake and Kendrick song and break everything down. He said nigga 5 times more than him. Blah, blah, blah. But then your own video where you make the joke that now might have costed your own self-conscious, your own career, however you want to call it, you're not editing and you're not realizing like you shouldn't have said that. Like, first of all, you shouldn't have come at him at all to that level, but let alone highlight that. Why are you doing that? Right? And now look at him basically retiring from YouTube.
I also think like, because we've dealt with this as a group, yo, if you're going to be in the space where you're commenting on shit, you got to shut the fuck up. You got to just do it. You can't react. Like Vic said, you should just let these niggas talk but sometimes you can correct someone's misrepresentation of what you said. But he wasn't even doing that. He's like targeting people. He's speaking directly to them, being personal. And it's like, you were better off just dropping the breakdown and disappearing. And just dropping another one. Like, who cares what people say? People are always going to say something. That's something I've had to learn. It don't matter what these niggas say. The other thing is this, though. The Kendrick fans, them bots are getting out of hand.
The K-bots?
Yeah, no, this is getting bad.
The K-bots.
Because Drake does it, but I don't know if this is fans or bots, but I keep seeing the same messages under that nigga's YouTube thing, and I'm just like, this is bad. This isn't acceptable behavior. Because then it desensitivizes other people to speak up.
Listen,
Would you give a breakdown if you got the entire community on your ass? Like, be honest. This isn't healthy culture.
This Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef has a huge unhealthy side to it, and this is an example of it, where you have a man thinking that he needs to respond to you guys that are going at him too much, and now you got him. But the thing is, some people might say he was showing his true colors, right?
Which is cool,
because you can interpret it like he's acting out of character, right, etc. But
that doesn't excuse your behavior that got him there.
Yeah, maybe this is how he feels behind the scenes, and maybe worse, right? Like, how does he truly feel about black people, and how does he care? Like,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how is he behaving behind the scenes? Like, bro, we appreciate your videos, your name's dope, what's the dirt? But then you're doing this shit. It's like, do you really not fuck with us? It's almost like Dave Chappelle said. Like, Dave Chappelle said, like, he did that joke. It was like
About
a racial
black people,
joke.
yeah.
And a black joke or around, fellow black people. And then you got this white dude who's like a producer who laughed a bit too much. And he was like, are you laughing with me or are you kind of laughing at me? Like, it felt like too much.
Yeah.
And that was a point in moment in time where he decided, I need a break from this. And he left.
I get it.
And it's like, that's reality where this shit can get to a point where you have to draw the line. You have to make sure that whoever is properly representing and getting your support is not someone that's just a facade or a fake or has ill intentions. It has to be true, because at the same time, he was making money from all these videos. He was making his money. He had a whole business. He had a sponsorship, Happy Dad. This guy who Lord knows how much he made.
No, he was making bucks.
He might have made $1 million or $2 million. Like, we don't know.
And I enjoyed his content.
Definitely he's made more than us.
He really did try. He tried a lot.
He went hard. But it's like, Kendrick Lamar could come out tomorrow and say, I didn't mean none of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
But he would never do that because it helps his situation.
Oh, he would never do that. No one would. Drake would never.
It fuels the situation.
It would fuel the situation, the conspiracies, let people drive up, the whatever opinions, etc.
But this is the problem. The fans made this what it became. And no one's talking about that. Because when I read those comments, Vic, I'm sorry, I would have crashed out, possibly. Like, I would have had to, like, go to God and be like, bro, help me. Because they were, like, really talking out his name, bro.
Yeah.
Like, worse than they do to us. Remember the day they came at Edwin for the Kanye reaction?
Oh, man.
It was that level, but it was consistent. Like, it was like, yo, you fucking suck, you stink, you're a fucking white colonizer, you know shit about music, you're a piece of shit, you should kill yourself. Like, bro, what are we doing right now? Like, both sides have gotten to a point, bro, that they're just irrational.
Listen, I want to shout out, I still want to shout out What's the Dirt, right? I hope that you're all right, your mental health is all right. Take a break. It's okay. Like, live life. That's what we all have to do. We have to live life. We all have a life to live. It's not just about what we do on the internet. Disconnect. It's all right. And I also shout out to company man Justin, who, fortunately gets a lot of attention now from this, that he indirectly has gathered, right, from a negative situation, but there's a positive side where indirectly now people like me, etc., we now see more of him. We pay attention to him more than ever before. And he gets his proper due because he didn't do nothing wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong.
They're saying that they're in the chat, Yailin. They're saying that he lied on Kendrick. And
that What's the Dirt? Why?
Yeah, and he was saying, like, he was spreading false narratives. But, like, that doesn't excuse how you talk to people. Like, I think in these people's minds, they think, oh, if you, like, say something about Kendrick that they feel isn't true, then it justifies whatever they say back to you. And it's like, no, you still have to treat each other like good human beings.
And all he probably does as well to research, obviously, he goes on Twitter and all these other platforms, Reddit, and he takes these theories. There's theories every day, right? There was a theory for the NFL commercial. We said at the beginning of it, that sound is the same sound in 16 in LA, that random machine, right? And then people in the comments say, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's like that commercial with Tootsie Pop. 1, 2, 3. The world may never know. The world may never know. We'll never know unless Kendrick Lamar himself confirms these things. So it's a catch-22 where it's like, if you guys don't want him to do what he does, don't watch his videos, right?
That's another thing.
But they watch it because he gets mad views. Now, don't get me wrong. This Family Matters one, I think, is the lowest viewed one so far. This is the longest one, but I think it only has like 300,000 views. which I was shocked because like people were telling us live stream last week, cover it, talk about it. There was so much hype around it, but then unless the bots or someone's like trying to push his views down, I don't know what's going on. But I was shocked by the number of views on it.
They're
I'm
also saying like he spoke on black people poorly, but again, like you can have civil dialogue around someone's racist comments. You don't respond to hatred with hatred. I don't believe in that.
And
philosophy.
also, I think like we need to support each other, right? We need to support fellow black creators. Support us. Support Justin. Support Company Man. He deserves more subscribers. He deserves more views. His quality is amazing, very consistent, right? But then we have What's the Dirt, and What's the Dirt's getting more views and it's like, I get it because the timing of the beef and What's the Dirt, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve his views and his attention he's gathered, but what I'm saying is we also can't be hypocrites. Let's support those people that actually are a part of the culture, support the culture, because if we do that more, we'll get less situations like this, right? And also, let's educate people. Let's have conversations, right? What's the dirt? Let's educate him. Let's talk to him. Let's explain to him why he was wrong. I think that's why he now is taking a break, because he realized he was wrong. He wasn't stubborn about it. His first reaction was stubborn, right? He's like coming at people, going crazy, and then he was going in the tweets. He was defending it in the tweets, like, I don't care. I've been quiet enough, basically, the type of energy.
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
And it's like, bro, he's like, my girlfriend tried to stop me, blah, 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 but I kept going. And now he's like apologizing. He's like, hold up. Maybe he talked to Justin. Someone must have spoken to him directly, but it's like, bro, you've gathered such a bigger following. Protect it, right? Be smart about it. You're nothing without your supporters. We're nothing without people watching us. We're nothing when people click. You're nothing. So to disrespect their culture and what they represent, their skin, everything that we're doing, to say some racist, not racist, but damn near like borderline, something that could be misinterpreted as racism. If you're an entertainer or like you are like a comedian is one thing, but they don't see him as that. They see you as a thorough journalist that's representing these lines. You're breaking this down. You're an analyst. So they're going to take you at your word. So when you're saying these things, it's going to be interpreted that way. So that's why he needs to realize, like, that's what your route is. That's your lane. When you try to come in his lane now and do like the joke against Justin and the racial joke, ain't nothing funny about it, bro. Like, if you're a comedian, I get it. Like, okay, you're basically trying to say that this guy is what? Like a coon. He's trying to say, like, he's not, or like the whitest black guy. Like, people say that.
He's not
That's
the
what he's trying to say.
stereotypical black guy.
Or like, he's trying to say something like that. It's like, bro.
That's what they're upset about. There was something else too. So I'm reading the comments, bro. It's kind of, so here's the thing. It's exactly like you said. When you have conspiracy theories, you have to explore them. So he did exactly that. He explored the idea of Kendrick not being a real blood.
Okay.
He explored the idea that Whitney, in fact, hates Kendrick and has postpartum depression. As fans, I understand hearing that would upset you because you're like, why is this white dude speaking like this? But in the same breath, you were okay with him doing it to Drake.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you're mad because it's now being done to Kendrick? Like, no, he explored the conspiracies.
Yeah.
Like, he did his job. That's what he was supposed to do. Like you said, he got the conspiracies and he ran through them. It doesn't matter how it makes you feel. It's you, when he did it to the other guy, you were okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a two-thing street here. He handled it poorly. He behaved like a racist. He crashed out. But in the same breath, these niggas didn't help him. They're in them comments torching him.
Driving him crazy. But he's got to be able to have handle it. Have some thick skin. You know what I'm saying? Got to grow some thick skin, bro. Because this is if this is just the beginning of your journey and you want to keep on going, you got a lot more left to do. And to reiterate, it's not saying that white people can't be a part of the culture. Cause no one's saying that, right? Because we speak about it all the time when we go on these concerts, these tours. What's the crowd? All these rap shows, the crowd. It's white people. Majority is white people. Travis Scott crowd. Majority white people.
There's probably white people in these comments.
Tyler the Creator.
Facts.
Majority white people. So it's like no one is saying like, oh, fuck white people. No, that's not what we're saying here.
What we're saying.
We're just saying like you have to understand by default, because of the fact that you are white, you're gonna be looked at a different lens. So when you try to have any racial type of humor and downplaying anything on a racial level, you can face scrutiny like What's the Dirt, and you could be quote unquote canceled. My bad. But I think that him blessing you.
Thank
you. But him addressing it, like Marlon said in the off camera, the concept of when you address this, I think also feeds into the canceling.
I agree.
If he were to shut the fuck up,
like I said
from the beginning,
just drop it.
Would have been like this. Oof. It passed by,
Mhm.
and no one speaks about it.
Yeah.
But instead, he spoke about it, and now we got what we got.
He's crashing on a black guy trying to say he's not black enough. Like, who are you, bro? God
Yeah,
bless.
that
That's
shit was crazy. Last topic we have 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine. I have it right here. 6ix9ine. This is one of the biggest stories in Spanish news right now, but it seems like American culture, English culture, no one's talking about it over here in America. So I made sure to highlight it. Daniel Hernandez, known as obviously Tekashi 6ix9ine, has an official lawsuit by Yailin Masvidal. She is a Dominican artist, his ex-girlfriend, and she also is now a Rock Nation artist, Rock Nation Latino, Rock Nation artist. She works with Rock Nation. Rock Nation! All right? And he has an actual indictment right here. Jury trial is demanded, the complaint says right here. And when you read through this, he is being accused by Yailin of literally assaulting her, abusing her. He's also accused of going to the extent of filing life insurance and putting himself as the beneficiary, right? Which is already weird as fuck. Why wouldn't her daughter, her family benefit from her life insurance? Why would it be her boyfriend that she's just been with a couple months? Kind of odd, right? But you guys can connect the dots there by just knowing those little instances, right? But there's years of abuse. There's allegedly she's saying that he literally would take her phone and literally control her her social media. Also, never gave her money, right? And the money situation needs to be highlighted because 6ix9ine did a little trick and basically created an account, an LLC, a company, which he made her sign a paper to, and that was the company that was gonna basically manage her for lack of better terms, and that was a company that she introduced to companies such as Rock Nation to send the money to, right? Money never arrived. She accused the banks. She accused people of robbing her, and she had 6ix9ine by her side. Come to find out, allegedly, what happened was 6ix9ine was the one that was running that business. It was a fake business that he came up with, and all the money was coming through to him. And whenever he would pay for her stuff, buy her cars, etc., pay for her music videos, she thought it was coming out of his pocket. Oh my God, it's amazing, you know? It's her own money that he's using, funneling it back, and using it on her, making it seem as if it was fraud or they were fucking up, etc. Making her, driving her crazy, basically manipulating this girl. Right? He's kind of a genius in a way because it's very slick. But to get caught red-handed makes you a criminal, right? Or we got to see how this plays out now. If this obviously goes to trial, but now, as well, I have exclusive information I was sent last night. I can't show it here, but I have documents showing confirmation of the money transferring to her account. Right? I saw literally deposits of $350,000, but what happens was her account was, the bank basically stopped it. Like, oh, this is suspicious. What's going on? Etc. So the money was being sent, and she was basically receiving it, but it wasn't her. It was 6ix9ine. And she was accusing the bank of robbing her money, etc. Basically, the girl's an idiot. She's an idiot. She's gone through similar situations in the past, right? Where she's had fucked up contracts, etc. But she's had seen a couple years of success now. You would think that she knows what she's doing again. Now she's back to square one, and she's signing contracts without proper lawyers and proper teams. But now she has Rock Nation. For those who don't know, Rock Nation have a huge track record of winning cases, of helping Lil Uzi get out of money issues, Lil Wayne get out of money issues, people behind the scenes helping them get out of money issues. Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez is now in jail. The trial, the jury, not the jury, the attorneys, Rock Nation, backed by Rock Nation. They basically don't miss. They're like Steph Curry from the three-pointer line. They do not miss, right? Corner shot, Ray Allen, prime Ray Allen, Rock Nation. So 6ix9ine now is basically showing you guys what I've told you from the beginning, that he is a maniacal maniac, right? He's a maniacal maniac, and he's fooled the Spanish culture because he's gone to
Didn't you
Golo
say
La
he changed?
Flaca. That's what he gave people sympathy, right?
I'm pretty sure you said he might have changed.
I thought I was one of the people he bamboozled.
Yo, bro, because I was sitting here like, there's no fucking way. And Vic's like, bro, maybe he changed, bro. Because when I said he went to the spot and beat the shit out of the guy, the producer,
yeah,
at the DJ spot, Vic's like, bro, this shit don't seem correct. This, and I'm like, Vic.
He's a genius, right?
A
He
genius.
does these interviews and he makes you believe his sympathy, etc. Here we have Exhibit A photo of Yailin with a black eye, right? And this eye has been damaged and hurt so much that literally you can see her in interviews with the eye twitching. Like, it's fucked up. It twitches. The eye twitches from abuse. Her right eye. This is disgusting. And this is a man that has gone to his extent of clout chasing to the point that he literally has another man's daughter, Anuel, the rapper who slept with Yailin. That's his baby mama as well. Puerto Rican rapper Anuel. His daughter is with 6IX9, hanging out with 6IX9, has hung out with 6IX9. 6IX9 has put that man's daughter in music videos. Mind you, 6IX9 has a daughter, a real daughter, his own daughter that's here in America, that he's not helping, that he's not supporting.
Run around with that streamer dude, the YouTuber.
And meanwhile, we got Steve Will Do It from Nelk Boys, literally with, I think it's Sarah Molina. I forgot the baby mama's name. I think it's Sarah Molina. And 6IX's actual daughter.
At Disney World.
At Disneyland, taking her to Disney World.
Dressed up as a Mexican.
Yeah, so this is crazy. You know, I'll put the link for this in the description for this PDF for you guys to read it yourself. It's a 22 paper actual situation, right? We have also, gotta mention this, right? One of the causes of action is non-consensual pornography in violation. So basically revenge porn, because there was a pornography video that was leaked of Yailin and 6IX9, and she's accusing him of leaking it, saying that he did it as revenge porn, right? Battery, second cause of action, the battery, which is the attacks on him. Third cause of action, the fraud, right? The statement of the cars that he's purchased, etc., and fully paid off with his own money when it wasn't his own money. Fourth cause of action, intentional infliction of emotional distress, right? Which is the trauma, everything she's gone through, etc. And yeah, I think it's crazy because I hope Academics reads this. This is a message to Academics. I think Academics is going to interview 6IX9 this week. And he damn near was like applauding like 6IX9, like, oh, this guy, he's a genius for this, etc. But like, and then called him on the phone. And it's like, bro, make sure you read this actual indictment and read this all the paperwork. Break this down. Ask him about it. Because when you look into it, I think he's going to go to jail. I think 6IX9 is going to go to jail. He owed so much money in taxes. That already was a situation. He didn't pay in America. He didn't pay taxes since 2019. That's why all his cars are getting repossessed. But then that's another case that he's dealing with. But then he wants to go on Academics' stream and want to say that he gets paid $300,000 per show in like Denmark and Europe, etc.
Why are you lying?
Why are you lying, bro? They're paying you that much still?
No.
And you still have to scam this girl? Just go do a Europe tour. You don't gotta scam this girl. Why are you scamming this girl? Why are you doing all this? There's no point.
You know what's so sad?
Because you're lying.
Only Latin American society would accept this nigga.
They like the drama.
I think that's the highlight of this entire situation. We are such dramatic, misogynistic culture. It would only be us that would open our arms to this nigga. Because, bro, any other culture would have seen his track record and be like, he's a pedophile. But this nigga was doing interviews a couple years back when he started dating Shorty. Well, no, when they weren't dating, he was like her friend. And niggas is like, he's beefing with Anuel. Everyone's demonizing Anuel. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, there's real cases on this nigga.
Multiple.
This is crazy that we're accepting him, but it's Latin America. That's how they behave. Women are less.
And he brings these platform views.
Yeah.
Golo La Flaca, Luini. Every interview he's done, Spanish platforms gets millions of views. just like when he was doing American platforms, Breakfast Club, etc. Academics this week, if that happens, it's probably gonna get millions of views. But the question still remains, right? Why are people not talking about this case? Why are not people bringing him, like, why is he still allowed to still just be an ongoing figure, braggadocious, still?
I don't think America cares.
This
It's probably
is crazy,
making,
bro.
it's probably making headways in Spanish culture, but I don't think people here care anymore about him.
Bro, God forbid she would have passed away. And then, oh, who's the beneficiary? Daniel Hernandez? What?
That's insane.
That would be crazy.
I give it to Anuel before I give it to Daniel.
But imagine, like, he sets her up for that. Like, God forbid kills her or, like, sets her up to...
Baby's not even yours, it's Anuel's.
That's insane, bro. This is so weird. And hopefully, this girl gets some actual sense in her mind, right? She obviously dealt with so much trauma. She's allegedly been known as, like, a whore in DR throughout her young, career, sleeping with rappers, etc. You're with Rock Nation now, right?
Move
I don't know
right.
how, because you're not talented. You don't make good music. Your music sucks, right?
You is good.
No. She has like one good song, and he has now one good Spanish song that the one that really good one that he's responding to her, dissing her. But other than that, they're both similar in that they suck with music, but they're great to get attention and go viral. They're almost like the same. It's like opposite. They're the same, like female version, male version. This is gonna be. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. He's accused. He says that she's hit him. She's abused him.
This American court or Dominican court?
This is American court. This is
she's
yeah.
cooked.
This is
He's cooked.
Yeah, United States District Court, Southern District of Florida.
Cooked.
Yeah, plaintiff, etc. Blah blah blah.
Cooked.
Yeah, this is American court. American court, and she's now officially a Rock Nation artist. So the lawyers are gonna be her Rock Nation situation. They're gonna help her. Right. Yeah, through her counsel, Reed Smith LLP. Let me just look up Reed Smith LLP to end this. Reed Smith.
Before he ends it, I owe Vic an apology. A very big apology. Steve Stroud confirmed Drake rejected the Super Bowl.
Oh, Steve Stout, yeah.
Yeah, Steve Stout said it. I believe it now.
Twice.
Yes, I believe it. And I also believe that there is no conspiracy against Wayne or Drake. I think Jay-Z made there isn't. There's no conspiracy. I don't think Hove is out to get these two. I think Hove is a very smart businessman, like Steve said. And I think what Vic said was true. I think Hove saw what he saw on tour with Beyonce and Lil Wayne. He saw the disorganization of his camp. He saw how poorly he was performing. And he said, no fucking way I'm going to put this thing in front of all these white people in the Super Bowl. You're fucking crazy. And fuck up my connections with these white people. And I think that's why he picked Kendrick.
Oh.
Soft.
Reed Smith, by the way, what does it say here? Jay-Z's lawyer. Reed Smith has represented Jay-Z throughout multiple cases, Rock Nation throughout multiple cases. And also, this is full circle because I don't know if you guys remember throughout all those crazy like interviews that 6ix9ine was doing, Breakfast Club, etc. Who would he call out and say that people are hypocritical? They say I'm a snitch, but this person works with this person. Who would he call out? Jay-Z. Yeah. He would say that Jay-Z works with a lady. I'll look her up right now. She was confirmed to, I think, be like an informer for like the cartel, something like that. And she's like one of the big heads at Rock Nation. But just look up Jay-Z, 6ix9ine Jay-Z, 6ix9ine Jay-Z, Tekashi 6ix9ine. What's the name of that woman? Guys, if you're watching and you guys know to expedite this, what's the name of that I think she's Spanish. Spanish woman that works with Jay-Z that 6ix9ine would call out all the time in his interview. Every interview, he would be like, but Jay-Z works with this woman. Jay-Z works with this woman. Woman. Spanish. Oh, this is not going to work. Let's see if this works. No. Spanish. It's a Spanish woman. Rock Nation. Desiree Perez, I believe. Yeah, I found. Yep. Desiree Perez. Yeah, she's the CEO of Roc Nation. Might have been at a time, might not be no more. Look at this, full circle. So he calls out Roc Nation in his past, right? I just thought about this right now. And now look at the situation. Look at what he used to say. And he still says it to this day, I'm pretty sure.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody is gonna be like, yo, nobody's gonna expose this. You're with a rat every day. You're with a rat every day. You're with a rat. Your prison reform, your bail reform is with a rat. Oh no, she wasn't street. She was selling kilos of cocaine. You don't want nobody to know? It's right here. Let me show you. Desiree Perez and Meek Mill. Desiree and Perez and Meek Mill walking out the courtroom. Desiree Perez and Jay-Z, right? Desiree Perez struck a deal with the feds, agreeing to wear a hidden wire to record her meetings with the major cocaine traffickers. Her undercover informant work won her courtroom praise for federal prosecutors. So we pick and choose who we call. We pick and choose who we want to call. You rolling with rats now,
So that's
but you know
what?
what?
You guys remember that we trying to justify his snitchiness and being like, "Hey, I'm a snitch."
But you're all snitches.
But you're all snitches. And it's like, yeah, but you're still a snitch, you know. So it's like, but then that's a good point as far as the Desiree Perez, because I've always found it a bit hypocritical, right? The Desiree Perez situation, but we don't know the full details. But she's always been someone like to make her the CEO of Roc Nation and with her prior history, etc. You know,
we also don't know when that happened, what's happened since. Like, there's a lot of missing variables.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell do you go from ratting to the feds to being a CEO?
Yeah, but yeah, there we have it, like full circle, right? So fast forward, 6ix9ine used to call out Roc Nation. Desiree Perez, the CEO of Roc Nation, working with Jay-Z, saying that she's a snitch and that Jay-Z works with a snitch. Fast forward now we have Roc Nation's newest signee, Yailin La Más Viral, suing him with representation by Reed Smith, who's known as Jay-Z's lawyer.
God's either really funny or Jay-Z's one petty ass nigga.
And you guys think that Jay-Z's gonna lose this or gonna have this? You know, like this is his way to get his quote unquote karma and retribution throughout all this man's bullshit Instagram lives against him and all his claims, etc.
That's pettiness. Maybe there's a conspiracy against Wayne.
Nah, you crazy.
Yeah, imagine.
Unless this man is like a randomly like a 6ix9ine is like a deep fucking informer, and like the government comes in and saves him again or something.
Be for real. Shotty's operation wasn't going that deep.
We don't know, bro. We never know. I'm just saying, like that could be the only miracle that could pull him out of this situation. I think.
You don't think Shotty would have snitched?
Listen, the biggest manipulator maybe in hip hop history is 6ix9ine. So just see through the bullshit, and this is another example of the bullshit, and don't fall through it. It needs to be called out. It needs to be called out. But I love you all. Appreciate you all. We thank you for joining us again for another episode of Club Ambition Podcast, episode 154. Appreciate you guys very much. Sorry for the later start. Had to do some things. We're gonna surprise you guys maybe next week if all goes well with like a new setup in here in the studio. Gonna get it kind of comfier, more of a cozy vibe. We'll see how that goes. But you guys know where to find us. If you're watching us in the live stream, we appreciate you. Tuesdays we drop the video clips promotion for the podcast, the cap clips. Make sure to support those. Full episode is out on audio tomorrow as well. But if you're listening back, make sure to watch the live streams every Monday night. Club Mission Podcast. Also, we have the Spanish podcast. Now it's going to be airing Sunday nights, El Poca, with my father, the Spanish podcast on YouTube. And we're going to also be on the radio starting this week, La Mega Spanish Radio, 94.9. So make sure to check us out on the radio as well. And yeah, there we have it. You know, anything in the chat, any last words or any last things? Who's dropping this Friday? I don't think anyone's dropping this Friday. I don't know anyone. I don't know. I don't think of any big major music releases.
Me neither.
Might be nobody for a while. I can't think of nobody. Everyone's waiting for Future.
Playboy.
Oh, Playboy Cardi. That's the only one that could really matter right now. Other than that,
But start triggering my Luna.
Nobody gives a fuck.
I don't.
yeah,
No one this week. I don't think so.
yeah, I don't think so.
I think everyone's scared of October. God bless.
Yeah, pretty
Drake,
much.
maybe. Drake. He's hinting. That Bane meme.
Unless Drake's dissing Diddy again or some shit, he's not gonna drop. I know we're not getting a French Montana album made for 10 years. I'll tell you that much.
J. Cole dropped. That's it. The
Yeah,
DAYLYT
they
song.
talking about DAYLYT and J. Cole.
Oh, DAYLYT and J. Cole just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's not even like a. Let me see.
No, but people are talking about the fall off. Someone in an interview said the fall off.
Yeah, Trade the Truth.
Yeah.
But the
Something.
DAYLYT song is just a DAYLYT song. I don't think that's even like on
streaming.
All right, let me see.
I'll tell you right now.
Let's see. Let's just play it then. 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
So this is DAYLYT featuring J. Cole. A plate of collard greens to end the podcast.
P, I see you.
And DAYLYT
Artist-
was on J. Cole's off season. Remember, he has that
Mhm.
song with Absol
It's
and
one of the
DAYLYT.
best songs on the album.
Fire. One of the best rap songs this year. A phenomenal lyrical performance. Shout out to them. That was crazy.
Feel like you know that feeling when yeah. Just pray for me on the 3rd. It's a body chopped in thirds, I heard. A lot of sheep in a circle. And you the goat, the Judas come in and purge. It hurt them every time you splurge. All this time spent, the mind sent the haters at me. It make me happy knowing they can never touch me. I tackle every goal he made, they think we playing rugby. The rugby and the ghost look like a floor at the 100 house. 600,000 on 200 acres. I know it hurt them bad. Paparazzi peek, we close the curtains. I know it hurt them mad. Yeah, it's like a verse that the pastor gave from the pulpit. They mad adore me, but I ain't here for the bullshit. Never stress who they gon' bless today. I knew I'd get a meal. I came from Section 8, ain't stressed the plate. Yeah, the rest is greatness. It's history in the making. His story he making, taken to the fact that we was taking place inside the trap tap with laxatives, and we think that we running shit. Relax and relapse, dope, lift up 100 clips. Some blocks turn hunted, growth stunted like Barnum and Bailey. Hard for the babies, clowning, drowning they surroundings. If I op out, backseat of the police car, but never cop out. The pole too low to stop doubting for better days. The sun bright out, children let it raise. If you hear this, keep your head up, praise. Go.
Damn, okay.
Go.
He gave a sermon.
Go.
Yeah. That's a verse you gotta revisit that shit to catch the bars.
The rain is obsolete. Jermaine is out to be celebrated, paraded out in the streets for days, if not for weeks, for bringing us out the bleakest burning pit. My words are slick when it's my turn to kick. I apply pressure like I'm trained to stop a leak. How vain is
oh, goddamn. Bro, I'm telling you, when this guy's dropping music, he's the best rapper, bro. I'm telling you.
He actually sounds like he's rapping about something that matters. Because the last song he did with ASAP,
Bro.
nigga was saying nothing, bro. I was like, Jesus Christ.
But
bro.
that verse was fire. It's just the
Lyrically.
timing of everything. Obviously, I
Content
get
matter
it.
was the problem.
But we have to be honest. J. Cole. Let's finish the verse, bro.
I apply pressure like I'm trained to stop a leak. How vain is my belief to say that I could be the greatest y'all done seen when my cadence proper from days I laid across the street from these Caucasian neighbors. New kids I stayed around are green and not as mean as my homies that played on Project Swings where fate is not foreseen. My brain stained, ingrained with the stories of slain bodies from heinous robberies. And rated R regimes exchanging raw for cream. Tricked them, it went left. They pulling up, shooting like Tatum off a screen. The business do as kids, we knew the way the cars would ring. Since mom ain't paid them off, we trained to watch the names across the screen and let collections pass just like we failed to make an offering. Gotta channel thoughts, cause damn the cable off it seems. Deep down I hated Halloween with all that I have seen. Who needs another way to cause a scream? Dangerous as the king of pop, how well they spin your block. No moves, minimal, smooth criminals. The whole gang doing insane amount of lean. This ain't prescribed cause there's no doc for pain they harboring. Some pray to God but it's odd cause Satan's catered all their dreams. Spiritually malnourished, dehydrated, now they fiend for truth in these flows. Food for their souls to make it all serene.
Jesus. God.
Well, here's a plate of collard greens.
Jesus. Did that nigga breathe?
That nigga spaz.
Yeah.
Did that nigga breathe?
Barely.
J. Cole body that shit.
Did that nigga breathe? I was like 2 minutes straight.
Still top 3.
J. Cole body that
Still
shit.
top 3.
That
I
nigga
don't know
spazzed
who's
on that shit.
denying that.
Still top 3.
Yeah,
I got him at
can't
2
see
still.
nobody denying that.
Still
Honestly.
top
If you do,
3.
then fuck out of here.
I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no. Nigga, you're the one who put him to rest.
That's why I be hating Vic, bro. Yo, they got a whole funeral here. Yo, niggas like, he's dead, bro. His career's over. Like, nigga.
No, I had a funeral for the fans.
Oh, okay.
I didn't kill J.
For the
Cole.
dreamers.
I killed the Dreamvillers because I
dreamers.
was like, you know, what type of dream is this? It's like a nightmare, right? It's a nightmare for the Dreamvillers.
They're trying to get you heated, Marlon.
Yo, Loop, you're getting banned right now.
What
bro.
they saying? What they saying?
We're ending the chat.
They talking
We're ending the live stream right now. You're getting banned right now.
Oh my god.
I ain't
Cardi's
playing games
better
tonight. Hold up.
Shout out to
Let me go
DAYLYT.
to that live stream. You're getting
Feature
banned
for feature.
right now.
So J. Cole had DAYLYT on his album, and now DAYLYT drops his J. Cole song.
I gotta hear
See ya, Loopy.
On a Monday night.
I'm
Nice to
tired
know
of you
ya.
fucking dick riders,
Random.
man.
I hope they get a music video.
Nice to know you, buddy.
I hope they rap more together. Many argue that DAYLYT's the best battle rapper of all time.
Full user in timeout.
I think
24
DAYLYT's top
hours.
3 battle rapper of
Eat
all
a
time.
dick, Loopy.
I think so. I think DAYLYT's top 3. DAYLYT is too good, bro. DAYLYT, entertainment wise, he's the number 1.
I think he's
the most entertaining battles
I
ever.
think he's a better writer than he is a day.
Now let
battle
that be a
rapper.
warning.
He's incredible.
It's 24 hours.
Shout out to DAYLYT. Yeah, chat top 3 still. J. Cole's still top 3. As if you needed a reminder.
I don't know who the fuck you switched for him. God bless.
Yeah, and Trader Truth today in a post by DJ Envy, because I had the Trader Truth interview coming in the Breakfast Club, but DJ Envy deleted the post.
He did it to tease niggas. He had to.
It was weird. I think Trader Truth or maybe J. Cole got mad. Someone might have got mad. It was weird.
I think
maybe
it's
it was
all
too
part of
early
it.
to post.
All part of it.
But he basically said that the fall off is still coming and that people are gonna be shocked by the album. He said.
Can't wait.
Something we never heard from Cole.
What the fuck is gonna happen if it's this with like a proper theme? Give me it all. Give me it all. I need it all.
You know,
Give me
it's
it
so
all.
funny. He really is Nas.
And you know what?
Nas
I think he would rap about Diddy and shit like that. Cole.
Yeah,
he would do
subliminally.
that.
Subliminally.
Because he said my last scrap was with Puff.
It was with Puff at a party. Yep.
Yeah.
So he would attack. He'll talk with like all this shit that's happening in the culture, these news and shit. It's just more energy for him to feed off. Like he should make that content. Make the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef content. Him going through what he went through, that as content.
If he's divorced, he's gonna talk about it because that's the theory.
Yeah,
that's gonna be there.
Has to be, bro. He's definitely divorced. Because if ain't no wife gonna let her husband say that pussy's grippy, grippy. No.
Kendrick be saying some bullshit.
Nah, but he don't go that far though. No. He don't go that far. J. Cole has the most flagrant random bars, bro. We have to be honest. Dick so big as like a foot is in your mouth. That was prior to the wife.
That shit was hard. They were together still.
Yeah, but now it wasn't his wife and kids. But now you got the wife and kids, and this nigga talking about grippy is wet, is grippy, is wetty, grippy. No. Get that shit
You
out
like
of here.
that song?
It's a great song. Dunk contest is my shit. I love Cash Cobain.
Yeah, we ending. Yeah.
Love you all. Shout out to DAYLYT. Shout out to J. Cole. J. Cole's still top 3. Still top 3. That's phenomenal verse. One of the best verses this year. Incredible. Love you all. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you very much. Love you. Appreciate you. Thank you.